Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. How are we all doing? Hope you're well. How is everyone doing? What a song, by the way. Just vibe into the song. Hopefully it's not too loud for you. How are we all doing? Welcome in, welcome in. Who we got? We got Northeast, Meals on Wheels, Tomo, Daniel, welcome in. Dougie, good to see ya. Benji's coming in as well. DJ Tom, 2K, welcome in. Tedward, evening. Dubs, how are you? Good to see ya, welcome in. Look at this. Birthday. How do you like it's your birthday? No, you're not actually the first, Benji. You are number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6th. You're 6th tonight. 6th, unfortunately. Shows how quickly people are coming in now. And in fact, Northeast, welcome in. He was the first one here before we sort of even went live. How you doing, Key? Good to see ya. No worries, Northeast Massive. Aaron Laker, good to see ya. How are we? How's things? Hope you're well. We've done it again, but it's fine. We'll stop that now. Let's just make sure we go to our let me just make sure my monitor quickly, 2 seconds. It's on my other monitor. Let's go up here. Let's drag that down to there. We need to reset our sub goal. Oh, please don't say that's right. It's your birthday. Like it's your birthday. How are we all doing then? How are we all doing? I was watching the football on the third monitor, so that's why I was having to look up there and change my monitors. How are we all doing? Interviews tonight, indeed. Yes, we've got interviews. We do. And then we're going to have some fun in the city. Let me just change that. Depending, again, how we get on. We've got our breaking news stuff to do tonight as well. So we're going to be doing that. We're going to have a good night in the city as well. And then, depending on how we get on, we might go into some Warzone, but we'll see how we get on through the night. I have the account Northeast. Yes, how you doing, King? Good to see you. Welcome in on TikTok. Daniel on TikTok as well. Hi, Matt. Good to see you. How are we doing? Welcome in TikTok. Feel free to come on over to Twitch. Deggy UK. Daniel Gillen's coming in with the epic sax. How are you? Did that play for you guys then? Oi, oi, how you doing, Stevenson? Oh, what is this? What is this? Jimmy Pale coming in with a hydrate. I'm not sure why. Let me try that, see if this works. And let me go alerts. Let me try this one more time and see. Did that come through for you guys then? Did that alert come through? Evening, Liz. How we doing? Good to see you. Steventon. Hope you're well. Did that alert just come through for you then? Yes, it did. Perfect. Cool. Right, alerts are working. Neither did the 45 bits. Interesting. They have now, though. What you got? All your money. Ready to cause some Lambo with tank traction? Hopefully not, Wardy. Hopefully not. No, I was actually going to call that chase off. When I saw it was going through the train tracks, which we know we're not allowed to drive on train tracks, I was like, right, I'm going to call this off. And then obviously it was like, no, just keep on going. And just make something rules over or RP over rules or whatever you want to say at that point. And then go from there, really. But yeah, how is everyone doing? We are munching away on our Sweet Cabin Sweets. We've got it all here. Don't worry. It's in there. It's in there. Yeah, but won't let me sub to you. Oh no, really? Why is that? Why won't it let you sub? I'm just checking out these alerts now. Why they are on output. You got very declined because I'm not yet 16. Well, as soon as you turn 16, I'm sure you can reapply if that's the situation, and they turn around the same. Ready for this? Are we ready to get into C? Are we ready? Let's go. Right, let's see where we got. Let's see what we're going to be up to tonight. Right, so we do need to go over to PD first. And hopefully get this all set up properly. Voice chat, brilliant. That'd be why. Every time. Every bloody time. System. Okay. Give me what you got, all your money. I should have probably done this before it even started, didn't I? And then I would have been no problems. But you know me, knowing me, I've ended up taking my time doing this. Brilliant. Back to how we go then. You know, I literally flew straight in. The thing is for me, Dougie, thank you very much for the 100 bits. Love your TikToks. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate you. Welcome in. And thank you for the saxophone as well. Yeah, so I literally just turned my computer on, flew straight into the city, thinking, yeah, everything will be all right. And never even checked anything from last stream. You'd think it'd save everything, so I don't know why my computer's playing up every time I bring something on. But yeah, we're going to make sure it works. Make sure it works properly. Alright, well, you can hear that, which is good. And that'll be why my sound alerts aren't working then. I've just realised that. Perfect. So, my sound alerts. Properties, use custom. There we go. Sound, hide in, alerts, socials. Right, so if I do this one more time. There we go. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Right, we got that working now. That's good. Let me just go to just chat in a sec. Go to my sound alerts, properties, control via UPS. There we go. Perfect. We can hear everything again now. Sweet. Right. We're there, guys. We're there. Don't worry. Evening, AD. How are we doing? Good to see you. Jamie, how was your weekend? How is everyone's weekend, in fact? How is everyone's weekend? Right, last location. Let's get into it. I need to change my thing. Does it say MRP? Does it? Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, cool. Appreciate that, Dougie. MRP 3.0. There we go. Sweet. Let's get into it. Evening, Chris. How are we doing? Good to see you. Right, we can hear. That's good. Right. Pause that off. Let's go do our interviews. Evening.
Oh, are we?
How we doing?
Evening. Can I have a chat?
Yeah,
Fuck me.
You...
No, I would have done something to rip my shirt off.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Go
on.
Yeah, mate. I've just come in to hand me badge in. I've got other things I want to try and explore,
Mhm.
and I appreciate you giving me the opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. No
I'm
worries.
grateful for that, but I don't want to be doing the job half-assed. If you know
Oh,
what I
of
mean.
course. No, of course. We spoke about it earlier, so
Yeah.
that's okay. You put everything in your locker?
Yeah, I've put all the guns I had. I put them in a car and sent them in the
Right.
lockers
You
full of radios.
some reason I can't get rid of you. You might have to remove yourself from this. If you can.
I'll try it now.
If you can, or might have to demote you a rank. I'm not sure how that works. Evening, how we doing? Do you know who's taking the police training, mate? The police training tonight. I'm not 100% certain. It'll be one of the guys. Hello.
Hello, mate. Are you ready to interview?
Yeah, I'm just in the reception now.
Alright, see you in a sec,
See you in a sec.
Can you demote me?
I can't even demote you
Oh,
as a
that's so bad.
superintendent.
Yeah, this is,
Employee list. Let's
they don't even give me the option to demote myself.
2 seconds.
Welcome to PD.
I can fight. Hold on. Brian Badandy. Here we go.
Oh, there you go.
Fantastic.
Appreciate that.
Cool. No worries, buddy.
Have a nice day, mate.
Yeah, you too. You know where you are. You're always welcome back, mate.
Been here 3 months.
All right, mate. Have a good.
Cool. No worries. I'll let you out. Cool. Badandy just wants to have a go himself. Hello, mate.
Hello, mate.
Just letting
Take
Mr.
care.
Badandy out.
Take care.
Been a pleasure, Badandy.
Yeah, a pleasure. Take care of yourself. See you later.
Wicked.
You're crackling.
Any better?
Not you, not you.
Oh, sorry.
Nope.
Right, how many we got so far?
Just these gentlemen at the minute.
Perfect. We'll give them a couple more minutes. But what we'll do, gentlemen, if you want to follow us up,
Hello.
and then any last
Yeah,
stragglers
way
will
down there.
send up. Perfect.
No
Thank
worries.
you. Follow me.
What is it? So
Look at that red X7.
How come he left? So basically, he's getting bored in the city because
Yeah.
it's getting
See if
quite
you can get any plates
full
or
on.
anything.
He wants to have a little
If not, grab
change,
some photos.
and that's exactly why he decided to change.
Okay.
Yeah,
Sorry, buddy. What did you
be
say?
on radio, mate. If not, give him a
Can
call.
you hear
Just
me?
drop off
I
to-
can, yeah.
Come on,
All right, mate.
come on.
Am I twanging a little bit when I talk, guys?
Bobby told me 8 o'clock last week.
8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Strange. Right, guys. If you want to take a seat over there,
Yeah, no worries,
Sorry,
mate.
son.
and just bear with us 2 minutes. No, I'm not. Perfect. That's fine. I can just hear myself. Just a little bit of a twang.
Go ahead.
Interesting.
No
He left.
worries.
No, he's not. He's just got. I think he's going over to a gang or something. Rossi, how are you doing? Good to see you. Yeah, it is a shame, but you know, it's good luck to him. Right. Cool. So we bring the first one in.
Yep. Who would like to go first?
Okay, let's
Cool,
get
no
it
worries.
done.
Follow us.
How's he going?
Can you hear me, Robbie?
I can hear you now, mate. How are
Evening,
you?
Maxie. How you doing? Azza, good to see you. Welcome in.
How you doing?
Alright. Yeah, very well, thank you. apart from people
We'll
keep
apply it
calling
instead in a
me
moment.
nonsense.
No worries.
Sorry.
No worries, buddy.
Um,
Lee, I'll speak to you in there. Or Lou, sorry, apologies.
Just an interview.
Right. Oh, there we go.
Now I'm in one.
Notes is not going to work again. I don't know why it's now starting to do this. My notes is not coming up. Interesting.
How you doing, mate?
Robbie, do you want to take the notes on this one? Because I've not.
Yep.
It's not working for me. Perfect. So welcome in. My name is Tom Roberts. I'm the Chief Constable here, Greater Manchester Police. To my left, we do have the Deputy Chief, Robbie Holland. And who do we have with us today?
Let's do it again, mate.
Hey, how are we doing? Good to see you. Welcome in. You know, good to see you. You know. Is that how you do it? Is that how you say it?
Can you hear him, Tom?
Not at the moment, no.
No, no. Okay. Yep, no worries. We'll get the next one in.
Cool. Just call the next one in for us, please.
How's he going to do that?
Well, I mean, the same way he told you he's got an issues. Perfect. Yeah, yeah.
Hello, guys. Right.
Yeah, welcome in, welcome in. Take a seat,
Thank
buddy. Cool,
Perfect,
welcome in.
thank you.
So my name is Tom Roberts, Chief Constable here at Greater Manchester Police. To my left, I do have Deputy Chief Robbie Holland, and who do we have with us?
Jimmy Pale.
Jimmy Pale, perfect. Welcome in, Jimmy. Just before we go any further, how old are you, Jimmy?
22.
22, and you got a driving license?
I do, yeah. Did you want to see it?
Fantastic. As long as you've got one, that's the main thing we can check in the system if needs be. I have a 2070 RTX. So, have you got any past experience in the police force?
I do in another city, yeah. I've been Sergeant Interceptor.
Okay, no worries. And obviously, how long were you over there for?
A couple of months. I think I was police interceptor for probably about a month or so, and then
Yep.
decided to leave due to other commitments. So
Perfect, no problem. So, in terms of your knowledge then of the police force, how greatly is it in terms of sections, state codes, and stuff like that?
yeah, pretty good. I'd say. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I know most of the states and sections. So
Fantastic. And MDT usage?
moderate. Yeah,
Moderate.
It's really yeah. We didn't really use it as much as we should have over there. So
Yeah, okay. No worries. So, obviously, you've gone from there. I see that you've obviously got other commitments. Why choose us then?
so what I want to do is I watch around the city.
If you do
I'd love
exclamation
the
mark
interaction of how well the
PC,
police handle all
then it
situations.
should be that rather than
I'd
specs.
love to be a part of the team and support the force, basically.
Okay, perfect. And well, obviously, we've got quite a few people out there today. Why should we choose you over everyone else?
So I'm looking for a long-term career in the police force, while progression, my professionalism. I'm hardworking and always willing to learn, so always wanted a positive result out of anything we do. So I feel like a good candidate.
Perfect. No worries. Well, what we're going to do, we're going to ask you a few situational questions. There's no right or wrong answer. Purely just give us best to your knowledge, really. That's all
more
we're
than
looking for. So, would you like to start from us, Robbie?
Yeah, I can do. Can you hear me okay, first of all?
Oh, sorry, guys.
Yeah, all good, all good.
Brilliant. You're off duty as a... sorry. You're off duty, just chilling out, maybe playing some laser tag, some bowling. Manchester has it all. And you see somebody getting taken hostage right in front of you. How would you handle that situation?
So if I could get out and out of sight of the situation, I'll try and get a hold of 999 to get some units down there and try and explain the situation.
Okay. You've learned that somebody has been stealing from the evidence locker. This person is a higher rank than yourself, but only by one step. How do you handle that situation?
So I'm assuming I'd get a team leader. As long as it wasn't the team leader, I'd go to the team leader and just say that, I've got suspicion of somebody taken from the evidence room and let them follow through with what they need to do.
Fantastic. That will do for the situations, I think, from me, Tom.
Yeah, no worries. Just a couple then. So, someone's in a station, and you want to search them. What's the section?
Depends what it's for. So I think there's two. I think one's section 54 you could use to search in the station. Yeah, that's what I want to
perfect.
say.
That's the one I'm looking for.
Yeah, very good.
Perfect. And you're looking for drugs?
23 Missions of Drugs Act.
Love that. Perfect. And finally, you're transporting a unit back to the station. What's your state code?
State 9 prisoner transport.
Fantastic. Cool. That concludes this then. Obviously, what's going to happen, if you wait outside, we're going to get the rest of them through, do the exact same process. At the end of it, we will find out you will find out whether you passed or failed. And then if you've got an extra, I'd say 45 minutes of your time, then obviously you'll get the basic training done on how to work in the city. One thing I do say is obviously our police force is very much similar to, obviously, sounds like what you've already learnt in terms of try to be as what you got on your money. We're quite a serious police force. We look after each other, and ultimately, obviously, we work as a team. If you're happy for that, then yeah, stick around.
Yeah, more than happy.
Yo, Dougie, thank you. Appreciate that. More bits.
No rush.
Fantastic. Cool. If you want to bring them, I'll send the next one in.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, guys.
Yo, Tinja, good to
Cheers,
see
mate.
you. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are we doing? Hayden,
Little
Lloydie,
tank
good
it
to
up.
see you. Think about your H
Give me
muscle.
H.
Lovely. Cheers, guys.
Cheers, mate. Good start.
I don't know what the point system is on this stream elements. I can have a look at that. How's things, I'm Matt? Good to see you. Welcome in. Mitch, whatever happened to that police officer who lost his badge and his solicitor walked out the room?
MDTs on that, or is it
He's
as we go through?
finally been he was suspended for a month.
Tom.
I just checked him. Yeah.
Yeah, so we're doing it as we go through.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
So he was suspended, and then recently he gave Robbie GC2 the biggest lip going, and he basically blacklisted him from the police force due to it.
Good evening, late.
He was being arrested, or
Good evening.
he was being put in cuffs, and he started smacking Robbie
Can't.
while on suspension. So that's
Can't.
unfortunate.
Oh, there we go.
Is
I'm
this?
gonna
Yes,
take
it
a
is
seat
job
here, then.
interviews.
Yeah.
Welcome him. Take a seat.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Perfect. So my name is Tom Roberts. I'm Chief Constable here at Grace Manchester Police, and to my left I have Deputy Chief Robbie Holland. And
Nice to
what's
meet
your
you.
name, sir?
Kieran Cosgrove, mate.
Kieran, no problem. And how old are you, Kieran?
Not Kieran, Kian, mate. K-I-A-N.
Oh, Kian. Sorry, apologies.
I'm a 19, mate.
Fantastic. No worries. Wicked, no criminal record, which is good to see. You got a driving license?
I do, mate. I do.
Fantastic. Cool. So have you got any previous experience working in the police force?
I do indeed, mate.
Fantastic. What does that extend to?
I mean, it was quite a small force, but I ended up becoming deputy commissioner before I eventually decided to resign.
Right. Okay. No worries. And presumably that was a metropolitan based.
Yeah.
No problem. Cool. So obviously, why choose us then?
Just heard good things about this certain force. I just want to become a part of it and get the streets criminals, like get the criminals off the streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course, no problem. And obviously, the small force that you did have, what is your knowledge on the sections and the state codes of the UK law?
I'll be honest with you. State codes, I'd have to like look over
Yep.
and familiarize myself with them. But sections, I'm quite all right with.
Perfect, sounds good. Obviously, there's a few of them out there today. Why should we choose you over them?
You should choose me, mate, because I'm ready to commit myself fully to this job.
Everyone's this lads, mate.
I'm ready to put my life in front
they're not
of
going to be too long,
civilians
Maxie.
on the street, and if,
There's not too many to do, I think.
I'm willing to do whatever it takes to keep the community safe and keep the officers around me safe as well.
Perfect, sounds good. I'm going to pass you over to my assistant, Robbie, if you want to answer some situational questions. These situation questions, there's no right or wrong answer. It's purely to find out your knowledge, what you would do, your understanding, and go from there.
Yeah, no worries, mate.
Okay, Kian. So, a higher ranking officer than yourself is bullying a colleague of yours. You overhear this happening. What do you do?
No
Well,
worries, mate.
first things first, I'd contact a superior of mine, and I'd let them know what's going on, what I've heard, and if I knew the person, like the victim, quite well, I'd
In this police force, yes. In
get a
another
better
city, no, we
understanding
don't
of
do
what was
that.
going on and try, like, talk to them and possibly get them to come forward about what's happening.
Okay, fantastic. If you were a taser-trained officer, or
You can tell
when
us.
do you think
You
it
can
would
tell
be
who's been a police
acceptable
officer and who hasn't. You
to
can tell us
pull
that
out
you were
and deploy the
GC1
taser?
of the biggest city going.
So,
But when you get into our questions,
for example, if I have a suspect
that's where we find out whether
that
you're
in pursuit
or not.
of, if they pose any threat to me that isn't life-threatening, but I feel like it's not a safe environment, I'd pull it out. I'd let them know I have a taser out, pointed at them, and let them know that I am willing to use it if they carry on posing a threat to myself or people around me, or to themselves.
Okay. Yeah, Tom, do you want to do some states?
Yeah, perfect. So obviously, I know you said you've not got too many state codes and sections. So what we'll do some basic ones, just see what you can recall, and then we'll go from there. Okay.
Yep.
Like I say, I'm not here trying to trip you up. It's purely just to find out a little bit more about what you know and what you don't know.
Yeah,
So
no
obviously,
worries,
we'll go for a basic one. Then what's section 32? What would I be doing?
That's search upon arrest of the Pace Act.
Perfect. What about section 47?
Gonna have to pass on that one, mate.
No worries. So I left the biggest part out. Was obviously there's a lot of section 47s, but main one we use is obviously section 47 of the Firearms Act, which is obviously looking for a
Yeah.
firearm. What about state 4? Do you know what state 4 would be over the radio?
Would that feel like a? Would that be like in pursuit, maybe, or like you're like responding to a call?
No, what that's basically that is you're feeling hungry, so you want to go for a refreshment break. So that's fine, no problem. And what about state 5 then?
Couldn't tell you, mate.
No, that's okay. That is going onto a pursuit, so that's cool, no problem. Fantastic. I think that's all the questions we would like to ask. If you'd like to, okay, so just for what would happen is you'd stay outside with the rest of them. Once all the interviews are done, we'll obviously round everyone together, and if successful, then obviously you'll, if you've got another 45 minutes or so of your time, you'll go through your basic training, and then obviously be allowed out and do your checklist and stuff like that. The way that the city works, that we have anyone that's successful becomes a PCSO. You have 4 days worth of PCSO before you can look to complete all your checklists and pass the training police constable. And then after the 7th day, you can then pass out to an actual police constable. We work together in this force. We try to replicate the Greater Manchester Police as much as we can with all of our sections, state codes, go wisely's a lot. In your basic training, you will learn all of this and more. So obviously, the more you put in, the more you get out of it. If that sounds good to you, then obviously if you want to wait out in the corridor and call the next one in, and we'll obviously catch up at the end.
Right, yeah, lovely talking to you, boys.
Perfect, you too.
Cheers, buddy.
Reese Gaming, welcome in, and
Think about
is Toner Girl? Is Toner Girl? I'm just trying to wake up. I'm not. Is Stoner Girl? I'm just trying to say the right way. But thank you very much for the follow. I hope you're well. The interview PCSO, what the fuck? Don't PCSOs learn when they're working? PCSOs do, yeah. So you can get up to that. What is it getting?
I can hear you now, yeah.
It was a bloody in-video delay, I think.
Yeah, it's fine though. In terms of state codes, you'll learn them. So we're not looking for you to make sure you have it.
Yeah, very good, mate. Very good.
Right, brilliant. Apologies.
No worries. So obviously, just start by introducing ourselves. So firstly, my name is Tom Roberts. I'm the Chief Constable here at Greater Manchester Police. We have Robbie Holland to my left, who's the Deputy Chief. And just remind us of who we have.
It's Douglas McLeod.
Douglas, perfect. I thought I could recognise the voice. How are we doing?
Yes, I've been told it's very distinctive.
All good.
How are you doing?
Not too bad, thank you. Not too bad. So, just bear with me 2 seconds. Witness statement.
Doug,
He's all.
can you just speak up a little bit for us, mate?
How's that?
That's better, mate. Yeah, that's better.
Perfect. Cool.
So, Tom, I'll just fill you in on the reason why Douglas is here tonight.
Yep.
What he was the judge, as you're well aware.
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
He wanted to looking for prosecuting and stuff like that within Great GMP.
Yep.
I've said the best route he could take and the most fluid route would be to join us.
Yep.
Go through PCSO and move into potentially CID as their sort of prosecutor within that unit.
Yep.
Now, I have obviously advised him that it's not an instant process.
Yeah.
But I said if he just comes in as prosecutor, he'll be basically
The first one definitely is
collecting
the
universal
one
credit
that
most of
stands
the
out
time
so far.
because
But the other guy knew some
there's
knowledge.
Not a lot happening at the moment, and
Yeah.
also to make it easier within us, it's easier to have somebody within the police who can see all the MDT,
Yeah.
do planning and stuff like that. I have also
Bush
had
is still in the force, Maxi. Yep.
contact
He's
me,
been in and out.
who would like to work alongside Mr. McLeod
Yep.
as sort of a organizer, if you like, pushing things to court.
Yep.
Sorting out evidence, getting everything into files and stuff
Got you,
like
Benji.
that. I guess you'd call it I don't know, what would you call it, Mr. McLeod?
Just like a clerk type person, legal clerk.
Yeah,
type thing.
yeah, kind of. They want to sort everything out, make sure everything's pushed to court.
Yeah, yeah.
Get all the
Yeah,
court
that's
stuff
like
sorted and
a-
stuff like that.
Just like a paralegal role.
Yeah,
type thing.
paralegal. Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, yeah. Obviously, they are an officer as well, kind of.
Shop robberies and stuff like that. Quite
the
a
name
good,
escapes
fun,
me.
exciting
But
stuff.
I think if we can get those two to that level.
Love your videos. Thank you, user. Appreciate that.
Within the police,
Welcome in on TikTok.
obviously, it would make our lives a lot easier. It would take a lot of the weight off the shoulders of
Yeah, of course.
because obviously we're hearing a lot of complaints at the moment that everyone's stuck in the station or going to be stuck at court. So
Yeah.
I think this is the best plan.
Yeah, I think it'll be a fluid outcome. Like it doesn't have to be like set in stone type thing. I think it'll come naturally. Obviously, I'm here to help that side, but I do genuinely want to be NPD and experience the officers side and try and help out as much as possible.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the background, Tom. We'll go forward with the interview as normal. I just thought I'd fill you in of what I've said.
Yep.
Obviously, I haven't
Yeah, of
spoken to
course.
you about it,
I'm
so-
more than happy. Obviously, we have got a rule book put in place, Douglas, so every officer knows the route to success and progression. So obviously, it'd be foolish of us to get away from that. However, you know, there's
no issues with that. Robbie did speak to me about this last week. And it's completely, if it wasn't like that, I don't think it would work very well. I wouldn't gain any respect. I wouldn't be able to do my job properly and stuff like
exactly. Perfect. Cool. Shall we crack on with the interview then?
that. Yeah.
Perfect. So obviously, any prior experience other than obviously the law side? Any prior experience in the police force?
No prior experience.
No prior. Okay, no worries. We obviously know why you wanting to turn up here. What? Obviously, we've got all them out there as well that were wanting to be police. Why should we choose you? Other than the route that we were looking to progress down, why should we choose you over them?
You took away the best part, the gap filling. But I do have a genuine love for the law. I'm relatively straight as an arrow that way. Zero corruption, and I kind of dislike corruption. I enjoy helping people as far as law
Yeah, there's
enforcement.
loads. There's
I
loads.
enjoy advising people, helping people
I'll
learn
talk
the
to you in a
law.
second about that.
Enjoy helping all the citizens. Help. I think this is just a really fitting job in the city that I can bring a lot of benefits to.
Perfect. Cool. So we'll ask you some situational questions then to go through with it and see what you know. Robbie?
Okay, so you drive past one of the many shops and you believe a robbery is about to start. What would you do in that situation? Let's say your rank is, let's say PSSO, starting out rank, drive past a shop and you see that what you believe is a robbery about to start.
Am I alone?
Have some Harry Bows.
You would be with another PSSO.
Okay, two PCSOs. I'm sure I would be able to radio it in. I would try and stay out of sight in case any danger does arise, because I would be a target, I'd imagine. I'm assuming there'd be a lot of them. We'd probably be outnumbered, so I think the priority is everyone's safety. So myself and the other PCOs, so we'd get to a safe distance and just wait for backup to arrive. Take any information, write down any information I can see. Number plates.
There you go then.
Tattoos, things like that. Relay all the information I've asked, any hostages, etc.
Fantastic. You're a taser trained officer. When do you think it will be acceptable to deploy the taser?
See
Can you repeat that, please, Robbie?
So you're a taser trained officer. When do you think it's appropriate to deploy the taser?
First and foremost is when my own safety is, I feel like I'm in danger, and the only way to stop the threat would be to tase them. Failing my own safety, it would be probably someone fleeing. If I have any suspicion that they've committed a crime, I'm assuming I'm going to arrest them, so I would have to tase them.
How close are we trying to make it then, Obsky, to the close to the in real life? How does it feel?
That's brilliant. I'm happy with that.
Perfect, sounds good. Just run through a quick laws then, see what we can test you on. Section 54 of pace, do you know what that is for?
Actually, under the statute, I don't have much memorised, but I can learn it extremely quickly.
Maxie, thank you so much for gifting the sub to the officer himself.
But as far as individual sections of pace or anything like that, I don't think I know any of them off by heart.
That's fair enough. No, listen, like I said, it's not any right or wrong answers. It's purely just to see your knowledge. So, yep, I'm happy with that then. What we'll do from here, we'll interview the rest of them, and then obviously we'll bring you in. You're all in at the end if successful, and get you started.
Yeah, no problem. Right, thanks a lot for your time.
Right.
I appreciate
No problem,
appreciate
Douglas. No
Cheers,
worries.
Doug.
We'll see you
Thank you,
shortly.
Yeah,
So for anyone that's
you told me
unsure,
8 o'clock as well, yeah, Rogue, last week.
he is the current serving judge in the city.
Sorry, mate.
So he's wanting to come over to the police force instead.
Yeah, so we try and do it for 8 o'clock. It's just obviously we try and do it between 8 and 9.
Yeah, we do have a few bribery. Yeah, we've got a few police officers. In fact, Callum Law, who used to be the second Robbie next to me when we first started MRP 3.0, he was a special, and I think he's just going through to get into the actual police force now.
And then the cat ate
there's
my shoe and all
I don't want
sorts
to
of
list a few others, but there's been some ex-specials that are in here now. There's actual police officers. Yeah, we got, I would say, that have contacted me and let me know. We've had
one more, right?
around 10 to 12. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, Obsky, what's your thoughts then on the city? How are we making it? How close or how fun? How realistic are we? Is it currently, or how can it be in order for it to be the outside? FFF3 FE, welcome in. Thank you very much for the follow.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. So my name is Tom Roberts. I'm the Chief Constable here at Greater Manchester Police. To my left, I have the Deputy Chief, Robbie Holland. Welcome in. Who do we have here?
Thank you. Good evening, sir. James Smith.
James Smith. Fantastic. How old are you, James?
I am 25, sir.
James Smith. Perfect. You got a full driving license?
I have.
You have. Fantastic. And have you got any previous experience working for the police force?
Yes, I have. I was an officer in a different city in Essex, Constabulary, for about 6 years before moving over to Manchester.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic. And why choose us then?
I think, well, just due to a lot of personal situations, more or less. I just needed a change. I needed a fresh area, and Manchester appealed to me the most. That's why I'm here.
Fantastic. So, talk to me then about Essex. What's the standard like in terms of your sections, your state codes, and stuff like that?
I feel like I'm very good with my sections. State codes, I'm pretty sure I'm familiar with. However, I know some forces have slightly different in their state codes, so there may be a couple of things that are slightly different here.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I'm here to learn anyway. Of
course. So, just a bit of background from us then. We try to make ourselves as close to the Greater Manchester Police as we can. You'll get a real togetherness in here. We try our best to make everyone feel as welcome as possible. We help each other out. If you are successful, you come through as a PCSO. You have a minimum of 4 days to pass out with all your checklists. And then obviously you can become a trainee police constable, moving into a police constable by day 7 if your activity levels is good and you're passing your checklists. Essentially, while you are a PCSO, it's a good time to learn if you don't know anything. With regards to the sections, the state codes, we do use many of them. Go wisely is a big thing with section 1, stuff like that.
Yeah.
And essentially, yeah, we're just trying. We've got lawyers on our case that like to try and keep us as to the law as possible. So that's why we're always trying to better ourselves and make it as best as possible for everyone.
Of course.
So yeah, that's essentially us. Moving back across to yourself, what we're going to do, we're going to give a few scenario-based questions. There's no right or wrong answers. It's purely just to find out about you, a little bit about you, how you would operate, and then I'm just going to quiz you a little bit on some of them sections, just to find out exactly where we've come from.
Okay, absolutely. I just want to preface just a little bit. My final before moving were within an armed response unit. So
Okay.
the way we deal with things on an armed response unit, as you're probably aware, a little bit different to doing it if we were unarmed. So some of my answers may be a little bit more geared towards that. I'll try to remember my old stuff, just a heads up.
Okay,
I don't
so-
want to seem violent or anything like that.
No, that's fair enough. So talk to me then. Before we do go into that, it'd be good to indulge a little bit more into that armed response sort of tactics that you have. Firstly, what's your day to day? Then what's your tactical maneuvers going into an operation then?
Okay, so day to
See what
day,
they know
we're
and what
fairly
they do.
proactive. So normally it's a lot of just visible,
Yep.
marked patrols. Anytime there's a necessary firearms related incident, it's grade 1 immediate response.
Yep.
Depending on what the situation is depending on how we deal with it. Firearms aside, we are equipped with taser, so it's not like every option requires a firearm, but
Yep.
we're some of the only officers that do carry taser on occasion.
Yep.
So it's always a good alternative. When it comes to operations, again, it really massively depends on what the SFC, TFC, and OFC have decided for us. But
Yep.
hard stops, things like vehicle hard stops and contain and call-outs are situations that we deal with fairly often.
Perfect. Brilliant. Well, one thing you will get to know quickly here, with regards to tasers, stuff like that, we equipped all of our officers, apart from PCSOs, and with tasers.
Yep.
You do get full training from the armed response unit with around the streets. You can attend stuff blue lights. However, you can't chase and stuff like that, and then
Of
you
course.
start moving into your driver level 2, 3s, etc. So you'll learn all
Yep.
about that when you get onto the training. But yeah, of course. So these situations that Robbie's about to ask, like I say, there's no right or wrong answer. It's purely to find out exactly what you know.
Of course.
All right, Robbie, I'll pass you over. Yo,
Brilliant.
coming in.
So let's
Thank you,
start with
Daniel.
the taser
Appreciate you.
question.
Sorry, I talked all the way through that. I was midway
You've
through
just
talking.
become a taser trained officer. When do you think it's acceptable to deploy your taser?
I would say in situations where it's likely that harm is going to itself or it's going to come to other people within the vicinity or even the person who is a threat. If a person, for example, is carrying a knife or they're making threatening gestures towards members of the public, themselves or myself, as soon as it's considered reasonable, if they're making an attempt to attack someone, that would be a reasonable grounds to use a preemptive strike. Even that preemptive strike, if you feel that there's a necessary
Yeah, no worries.
there's a necessity to eliminate that threat, that would be when to use a taser.
Okay. You notice somebody has been stealing from the police armory. The gentleman or lady in question is one rank above you. How do you handle that situation?
Situation like that, especially from the armory, the items in there could be extremely dangerous, especially could be attracted to criminal and terrorist organizations, so it's important that that is reported immediately. If it's one rank above me, I'd still probably look to speak to a different sergeant, for example, or even someone like an inspector, depending on who's around, but it's something that needs to be reported as soon as possible.
Fantastic. So I'll pass you back to Tom. And I'm sure he's going to test you with some knowledge of yours now, because he likes to do that. So, Tom.
So, the basic one, Section 54 pace, what are we doing?
Section 54 is the power to stop and search people within custody, police station, things like that.
Brilliant. What about if I wanted to pull your vehicle over on the side of the road, what section and powers would that be?
Section 163, Road Traffic Act.
There we go. Love that. Fantastic. And what about requesting their details?
Depends which details you're asking for, because it's either
Insurance
164 or
documents.
165.
There we go. Perfect. You've done it all.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm quite happy. Okay, what's your understanding on section 60 then? Final one. Section 60 of pace.
Section 60. Oh, that's funny. That's one we don't. I feel like we don't do very often. Section 60 of pace. Did you say? Sorry.
That's correct. Yeah.
You know, honestly, I'd be lying if I said I knew. It's escaped.
No, that's fine. I wanted to try and catch you out on one of them. I thought, I'll see if this one would be. No, basically, section 60 is has to be authorised by inspector and above for an area that may have had a lot of crime recently. So you can send officers down there and do a area section 60 search on anyone that approaches.
Oh, right.
And you got inspector authorisation.
That should have been obvious in hindsight.
No, that's all good.
No, that was mean. That was mean.
It was purely. I was like, right, this guy's good. He knows what he's talking about. Let me try one that maybe he won't.
I was hoping you weren't going to go, Robbie, tell him.
It's not a section I've dealt with particularly. Not a lot in recent times anyway. It's not something they get firearms officers doing.
No,
so
of course.
It's
Truthfully, we've only had one or two ourselves in this city that we've had to do. But you know, it's always one that we do give officers to learn if they want to, just for back knowledge stuff sort of thing. But yeah, cool. I'm happy with them.
Fantastic,
what's going to happen is obviously if you step outside, I think you're the last person on it.
No, I believe at least when I came in here, there was another person.
Oh, fantastic!
There may
okay.
be more. I have no idea.
If you don't mind sending them through that next person, then, and then obviously just sit tight and wait at the end. And providing everything goes smoothly and you're accepted, then if you've got 45 minutes or so spare, we've got a couple of officers that are going to be taking you through some training and stuff like that, and get you started.
Excellent, all good. Just one quick question as whilst you're here and I'm here. You mentioned about the 4 days thing for PCSO. In the next 2 days, I'm going to be out of head on a job.
That's fine.
No, we try and get people through.
Going to be here.
We try and get people through in 4 days, but if you can't do it,
on the actual
when
applications,
you're around, just say I need to do some stuff on my checklist.
As long as you don't
get them done when you're on shift,
copy and paste.
Like there's
then
it's not like
problem.
you have to get it done in 4 days. We just always say it's a minimum of 4 days.
Thank you, Shauna. Appreciate you.
Before you can go to a TPC. So if that takes you 2 weeks, it takes you 2 weeks. If it takes you 6 days, it takes you 6 days. We have a minimum, not a maximum.
Of course, yeah. I just wanted to check because
that's fine.
Since I'm going to be taking the next flight out, I don't really, miss out because of it. That's all.
No, that's fine.
Excellent. That's all good. Thank you very much.
Fantastic.
Both of you. Thank you for your time.
No worries. I'll just follow you out just to see how many more we've got. Oh, not on the table. Might need to just jump out. Yeah, there we go.
Chairs are wider than they look.
Yeah.
Right, Tom?
Hello, mate. You right? How many more we got?
Just the one.
Just the one. Perfect. If you want to bring him in.
Harvey O'Brien.
Some stuff. Evening, gentlemen. How are we?
Evening. How you doing?
Hello, mate.
Yeah, not bad.
Perfect. Feel free to take a seat. Pardon, say again?
Just want to clarify quickly, the same situation it was basically the same situation as mine. He is a solicitor at the moment, but obviously.
How long have you been solicitors?
I believe it's just over a week now, not too long.
So you wouldn't be able to join us for another 4 weeks.
It's 3 weeks, isn't it? Is it 4 week cooldown?
3 or 4 week cooldown, so you'd have to reapply.
Unfortunately, with the city, turns around and says there's cooldowns in the city. So if you do join a job, you have to be in that job for a month before you can join another job, unless you get authorization from the government by opening up a lottery ticket and asking that way. I'm not saying that they will confirm it, but it's always best to ask them. Obviously, they're the only ones that can waiver that.
Brilliant. Got your apologies, man. I don't really know about that.
No, that's understandable.
What I'll do then, if you're happy, are you happy to carry on with the interview and afterwards I'll pop in a golden ticket? Is that okay?
Yeah, that's the problem we've also got though is we have training obviously straight after this. So if you're not accepted, or sorry, if you are accepted and you don't do the training, then you potentially may have to either wait a couple of days if anyone's available, or until next Sunday. I mean, Robbie's the call on this.
It's very rare that they waive it. I don't. I think I've only ever seen it once. It's just not. They just don't. They just don't really bend on it. So I think the chances are slim. If it had been you were there for say 3.5 weeks and you wanted, I've seen people who've been there 3 weeks and 6 days and they haven't been.
Yeah.
Got you.
How long have you been in the city for?
I believe it's about 2 weeks now.
2 weeks, okay. What was you joining the force for? Just sorry, joining City for anything or?
My initial interest, as I mentioned in my application, has always been the police. I appreciate you've been very busy. I applied, I think it was maybe 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, we normally have them weekly, but last week we set a week aside.
Yeah, of course.
So that we can get things. I mean, at the moment you're in quite a fortunate situation because there are times where we go month by month.
Yeah, definitely.
But I would. I'm going to be honest and say I think it's unlikely.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get. Go speak to them and just give your point of view across. And listen, all they can do is say no at the end of the day. If you know, it is what it is. And I would just ask just to make sure. But if they say no, at least you know. If they say yes, then you know you got an opportunity. But certainly right now, I would probably say not to do the interview. Just the fact that if they do say no, we've wasted your time.
Definitely. Yeah, all right, man. That's no problem at all. Appreciate it.
No worries. Well, fingers crossed. Obviously, we get some good news, and maybe you can come across. But like I say, until then, I wish you the very best.
If you want to just pop over here, mate, I'll give you my details, and you can give me yours. And then you can give
Robbie, I'll be back in 2 seconds, mate. All right.
Yeah, no worries.
Chat, I'll be back in 2 seconds. My
just pop over here, mate.
daughter is just woken up. She's feeling a little bit rough, so I'll give her a quick cuddle, and I'll be back down. While we're waiting, I'll stick you one of this on.
Give me a call, and we'll go from there. We do only do interviews on a Sunday. I've got that, mate. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Just see what they say, mate. See what they say.
Yeah, that's all I can do. Yeah, fair enough, man.
Brilliant.
Top stuff. I appreciate your time.
Cheers, matey.
See you in a bit.
See you in a bit. My bonsai tree. It's taken me ages, this bonsai tree. I've been pruning it and bending it and everything. It's bloody lovely. It's a pride of joy.
Chat, I don't know about you guys. If anyone else has got kids or whatever, when they're not feeling well, like my daughter just said, I went out to say, "You okay?" And she went, "Yeah." And it's just like the cutest little thing. It's just, "Yeah, I'm okay." Feeling sorry for herself, bless her. Cool. Sorry about that.
Right. So apparently the other guy's going to have a cool down as well, then, right?
Which guy? Sorry.
So 2 of them were lawyers, I believe. Like, because that other gentleman came in, did he? Who came? Because I couldn't see. I had my notepad out. Who brought him in and announced the cool down? Was that an officer? Or
that was an officer, yeah.
Okay, fine.
But obviously that officer was wavered. That's what I'm saying. He should ask because and someone else was got wavered. Because I messaged Terry and was like, "Look, they've joined the city to join us." And the same procedure with him, really. He joined the city to join us, but because we weren't employing just then, he thought, "Oh, let me go do something else while I'm waiting."
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, because if he applied 2 weeks ago when he joined, it's kind of... Evening, Matt. How you doing? Good to see you.
So, I was happy with all but one.
Pretty much everyone stood out to me. Who didn't stand out to you?
Kane.
Kane or Kian?
Kian, sorry.
Kian. And was that number 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, was that because everyone else was, in a word, flipping amazing? Or is he shy? But
So-
I feel that we've made mistakes before,
Yeah.
and we can be a bit more picky now.
So for me, we come across like LMA. Everyone's sort of, everyone, here for a jolly up. Wasn't taking it too seriously, but almost like he had got, I was GC2 elsewhere, like, so be it, like, come on at me, I'm just coming over here ready to. But then he had that little bit of knowledge and stuff like that maybe, put him under a wing, he might actually, turn out.
Know many or any of the sections.
The state codes, I think, was it? And he knew a couple of sections.
1 second.
Yeah, no, check your notes. I can't remember. I think he knew a couple of sections, but didn't know.
So
he knew 32.
So he wanted to commit. He was deputy commissioner in a very small city. State code's not known, and then I've put unsure. So if it was me, I'd say give it a week. Come and see us again next week and dazzle us. Because I think if we're unsure, then it's not a no, but it's not a yes. Are we too nice as well? We always say this, don't we? That we're, or do we? Oh, I don't know.
I think the way it looks like is that he didn't come across very professional in the interview. Was that because he was being too cocky? So we obviously need to make that aware as well. Or we turn around and bring him in on his own and say, look, we found you quite cocky in your interview. However, your past experience, having some knowledge, we feel that we can work on that, and you're going to be on close quarters for the week. And providing that attitude improves, then obviously you'll remain here. If we see the same sort of attitude, then maybe it's not for you.
We need to tell them all that obviously for the first 2 weeks they could be fired without cause.
Correct. Yeah.
And everything like that. And after the 2 weeks trial, then obviously they'll be fully initiated. Okay, we'll do that. We'll call him in on his own then. It was.
I'll tell you what. Shall we call them all in together? Say that they've all passed, and then we'll get them to stay back before they go.
I agree.
Just to make sure.
Yeah.
We don't want to single anyone out, do we?
You know what? I can't wait for these uniforms.
No, me neither, mate. Me neither.
You always like moving from like PCSO to.
That's what it is, isn't it?
Welcome, everyone. Appreciate everyone waiting. I'd just firstly like to congratulate you all. You had fantastic interviews, and obviously we'd like to accept you onto Greater Manchester Police.
Excellent, thank you.
Well done.
So proud.
Well done, gentlemen.
We'll get you all set
Well
up
done, everyone.
downstairs and enrolled. Your journey does start from here. As I said to you in the interviews, we are very much a team force. We look after each other. Anyone who's got any questions, please don't hesitate to ask anyone. You will be invited into our email system, where again there are many different email sections that you can look over and to communicate in and familiarize yourself. There will also be given a cheat sheet for you all. Would recommend, if you're unsure on any of them, to obviously have it ready in front of you on your lap or something like that, just while you get used to it. But finally, as you do come on board, you will be PCSOs when you start. You are on a 2-week probation, regardless of whether you pass out as PC in the first week or so. You are on a probation period, so at any point, without any reason, warning, etc., you can be removed from the force. But that is very highly unlikely, unless obviously something goes completely tits up. The other scenario, we obviously have a zero corruption policy. Get caught, get sacked. End of story. other than that, enjoy yourself. That's what we're here for.
Cheers.
At the end of the day, we're here to enjoy ourselves and enjoy everyone else's company. Everyone happy with that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, mate.
Wicked.
Celebration
Right.
balance.
Let's right. Let's go downstairs and we'll go from there.
Robbie, I'm still hired as
We've just
the
accepted it
judge, so
after
how
all
do
that.
I
We've
go
just
about-
said that, and then he's just gone
you
and
just
done that.
obviously turned in your resignation.
Oh dear. The fuck was that?
It's not. Well, obviously you're the highest up.
I've just literally said at any point you could be.
Me mother will be fucking
Yeah, so
buzzing,
I
mate.
just like, I do a second class job as a judge.
Right, just wait for everyone. Right, if you all just want to wait out here, we'll just get one in at a time.
Fired there to be hired here.
Yeah, so can I find myself? Like, get the
Maybe I don't think you can. Hang on, Tom.
Yeah.
Can McLeod fire himself? He can't, can he?
I can fire myself,
Yeah, man, really good.
but
See if you can go and
ourselves and stuff.
fire yourself.
Robbie,
Maybe
the
when
only
we
o-
hire you
wait,
here.
wait, Robbie, the only other thing you can do is this. Just look at me a sec.
Yeah.
GC 297.
Get you outside, probably get you familiar, along with myself and Michael's behind us. Get you familiar with the vans. Obviously, you can your muscles and things like that.
Think about doing that.
And then hopefully we can get you out and about, or maybe checking some lists up.
What sort of things?
Should we again?
Can you tell us?
Yeah.
All lowercase, obviously.
Basic patrol. Professionalism.
Should pop up in his eyes then.
State codes.
Did you get that? Did you get that, mate?
I think how to check it's thinking about slash
Should have
job.
it should have popped up for you.
To say that you're unemployed.
That you're unemployed.
No, didn't work. I'll go to the courthouse. I'll see if I
I'll
can
tell you
find
what, hold on
myself.
2 seconds. Let me see if I can do this.
Or processing and MDTs. So MDTs.
Yeah,
Right, you got that, yeah?
Basically, like, you have to write up about a scene.
Douglas, did you get that, yeah? Douglas, you get
that's
that,
it
yeah?
changed. Yep, that's it.
Perfect, cool, no worries. Just wait out there then, please.
Alright, thanks.
Cool. Kian, welcome in. Congratulations.
No worries.
We were, if I'm going to be honest with you, I'm an R on your interview. Felt you come across a little bit cocky, and we were unsure. Obviously, what you just did out there as well was very questionable as well. We are obviously here to have some fun as well, but we do hold a high standard as well. Okay, so just to reiterate that more than anything. Providing you come across well, your standards are high, then obviously you'll do well here. The more you put in, the more you get out of it. So that's all I say, okay?
Of course, mate, of course.
Perfect, you should have had that.
Beautiful, mate.
Fantastic. If you wait outside, we'll get one of the officers to show you to the locker room.
No worries, mate. Cheers.
Perfect.
That's a mistake.
Mm.
Yeah.
Hello, guys. Right.
Hello, James. You right?
Hello, mate.
There you go, buddy.
Yeah, good.
Should be all 4 of you enrolled now.
Yeah, I am. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Cheers.
Follow us. Have we got people here to do the training?
Not sure. I haven't radioed anybody.
The more than welcome. Like anyone's
Right,
willing
gentlemen,
to
do you
take
want
you
to
on.
just pop inside
Follow
here
me.
and just pop your uniforms on?
If you want to remove your hat, you just do
There
slash
you go.
hat,
If you go stand over there, lads, you should be able to jump on and get your presets.
and then
up
you'll see
running.
you have a badge on your forehead. If you do slash glasses,
Cool.
yeah, there you go.
Brilliant.
Cool.
Obviously, these are the presets that we use, guys. This is standard police uniform, same as us. We have our set standard police uniform that we use. We are getting new uniforms imminently, as soon as the mayor sorts the locker room out and stuff like that. Obviously, you do have the options to remove your hats, providing you don't change them, put anything else on, etc. Then obviously you can take them off, stuff like that. Your glasses, as said a second ago, is your badge on your head. They're just modified glasses, so if you do want to take your hat off, make sure you take glasses off as well. And then obviously it goes, you put it in your pocket, so it'll always be there. So rather than you come in to get a new one, you can put it back from your pockets. Gents, are you here doing the training tonight, or is there others coming?
I mean, I am personally. I don't know
Yeah.
about any other else.
No, I've not long flown in, so I just thought I'd see
Okay,
how
yeah,
everybody was
no
getting
worries,
on. That was all.
perfect. Let's radio in to see if we got 2 seconds.
Juliet 282.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. We don't have
GC1,
anybody.
I'd grab you for 2 seconds
We don't
Yes,
have
mate,
after,
no
anybody.
worries.
after all this.
That's fine, we can do it, no problem. Right, come on. Just... Cool.
It's Tango 15 to GC2.
Go ahead.
Is there anything I can help you?
We're just looking for a couple of
Just
people
double
to
2
take
seconds.
part
Hold on 2 seconds,
doing
lads.
some training in these new PCSOs. Yeah, that'd be amazing, mate. Thank you, Herbert. See you. We're down in reception at the moment. We've got one of us here. That'd be
Right,
great.
stay here 2 seconds. Who wants to talk to me?
Oh, it was me.
Thank you, mate.
Yeah, come on through here then, bud. We might as well go into this
Herbert's
room here.
Herbert's gonna assist.
Alright, wicked. Within a week, you reckon? Go on, buddy. How can I help?
It's only a quick one. I wanted to ask. I've put in a transfer request for RPU.
Yeah.
I just wanted to ask, can we potentially look at trying to push out more NPAS just in general? Because I feel like a lot of I've noticed a lot lately in everything
Evening,
just
Ryan.
ends
How
in
you
a
doing? Good to
pursuit,
see ya.
and no matter what car the previous criminals are driving, they're instantly
Pimp poo.
off-road, regardless of what it is, and they just go flying.
Yeah.
So I think if more NPAS would be absolutely amazing.
We're having a little bit of an issue here at the moment. We're getting people trained for MPAS. We're just literally getting Ovi and Bell sorting out with the training with regards to that. Obviously, the train and now Badandi has left. The training side of things comes back over to Robbie and I for the moment, so we'll keep a close eye on it. But essentially, anyone in response can have MPAS training, and then obviously we filter into the units from there.
So has that got to be even if in response, does that you have to be sergeant and then inspector?
They have been put in sergeant and above, yeah, in response. But obviously, I'll speak to Robbie about it. But to be honest with you, if we've got one response on and he's a PC, but we've got loads of traffic and armed response units, I would rather have that response unit up in MPAS, flying it, because then you've got traffic on the floor chasing, and you've got armed response on the floor, and there's no good having two skilled people. Not saying response aren't skilled, obviously, but they're skilled for MPAS in the air when they should be on the ground doing their job.
Yeah, because I've put a transfer request in for RPU, and I'm really desperate to get involved in MPAS. So
no, of course.
If
Now,
that opportunity comes, give me a shout.
Yeah, of course. Again, MPAS, as we speak, may be the fact that it will filter into other units as well when they're not active and not on. So just bear with us on that one.
Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. With
Cool.
In terms of just one last quick one. If you've got obviously I know a lot of criminals now, even if they've got like a saloon car or a sports car, they're just flying off road like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah.
I know their cars aren't designed to be going over.
No, it's not. It's
off-road at
stupid
them
rule.
speeds.
Essentially,
what's best for us?
A mayor turns around and says if the tyres are equipped for off-road, then it's an off-road car. Stupid as it is, but you know that's the mayor's rule, not ours. So it's the same thing for us, really. The ARU vehicle has now got off-road tyres. The Land Rover has, of course, as well. So, and we've obviously got the buggy as well. Just use them for now. There is a couple of other units that we're going to try and bring the off-road tyres on, but I just don't want them to look stupid.
That's fine. I'm using the Ford Ranger anyway at the moment.
Oh, okay,
fine.
That's off-road anyway then.
I've literally it's just because I called off a couple of pursuits. There's like one was on an Audi R8 with just standard sports tyres on, and he went flying off. I was like, I'm not going to chase him if he's going to crash.
No, of course, definitely. Yo, Lewis, how are we doing? Welcome in.
No, brilliant. All right, yeah. Let me whenever you get a chance, and let me know about them pass. If that's,
I'll make an
away.
announcement about it. Don't worry.
Awesome. All right, brilliant.
Perfect,
Thank you for your time.
Just tell Robbie when you go out there. I'll just be in my head for 2 seconds.
Yeah, no worries.
Thank you. But Dandy left because he's getting bored. He wants to try out some criminal life. We knew he was getting bored, so yeah, he's gone over there. Which no problems at all. He'll be back, I'm sure, 100%. But just give me a second. She has just cried just one more time, so just give me a sec and I'll be there.
He just needs head at the moment.
Let's put this back on for you guys.
I'll go stick with these.
Right. Radio check. Any current actives? What are you up to, Bill? Fantastic. Are you bringing down station? Cheers, Bill. I'll see you down here, mate. I hope. Who's Kilo 309? Kilo 309? I'm on the fence, Bill.
Last one, make sure the door's locked.
Wish I was called Ted. Go on a bogus journey. I've got a massive clue for you.
He's just gonna put up his thing like respect my authority, something like that, you know.
Turner? You remember that female PCSO? Olivia, was it? That was it. That's what I'm trying to... Do you know her whereabouts? Yeah, that would be amazing, because the route we're looking for her would be paralegal. Just if possible, it'd be good to have a chat with her. So if you can, you know, I don't know, flare with your arms or something, that would be great. Cheers, Bill. Love that. Thanks, Tur. Big T.
Sorry about that, guys. Daddy duties as usual. Sorry about that, mate.
Nice, mate. We've got a suspect coming down to cells in a minute.
Right.
I've also tried to get hold of Olivia, who is the lady who wants to be a paralegal, which could be very helpful. Because, I mean, let's be honest, we're all shit at pushing things to court. And she wants to do that side of things.
The remix name is Club Music 2022. Let me
She
get
also
the
has
link
past
in for you.
experience as a police officer. Yeah. So
okay, no worries.
Could be good.
What's the suspect?
I don't know. It's just on its way down there at NHS at the moment.
And they're wanting us to deal with it, are they?
No. I was just sort of filling you in, mate.
All right, we gonna go out or? Oh.
No, they didn't want us to.
Who's this? I believe it's RAC wanting a chat at some point. We need to go to see Jim as well. I don't know if Jim's in the city. RAC, I think, are wanting a quick meeting, so we might go over there. I don't. We also need to catch Jim as well. I don't know. He just said free for a meeting.
Let me see if Jim's got his phone on a second.
I'll grab a car out. RS6 out. Let's get out. Tom does not always want tea. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? Evening, how you doing, Trucker? Good to see ya. Was watching the football. No worries. How did it end in the end? How did the football end?
Jimmy Street is not around.
Yeah, that's fine. I think he'll be in later. He's got other commitments.
What the hell is that?
What this? It's a car, mate.
Well, is it?
Well, it's half a car anyway.
We're just leaving it there.
But I mean, everyone else has. I think it might be bugged.
Right, let's go.
Hold on, let's get out of here. Sorry. Yep.
Oh.
Real right. Interesting. Wait, what?
What?
Okay, it's not RAC, then. It's Lumsden.
Huh? You're talking in riddles, Roberts. What are you saying?
Okay, hold on 2 seconds. So I had a message from Lumsden. It was like something about you forgot to pay your recovery bill. So I was like, right, okay, well this is RAC then. And then I said, no, do you want us to meet at RAC? And he was like, it's X-Ray Tango 1, by the way. And I was like, what?
What?
Yeah, exactly.
You're the secretary now.
Sorry?
You're the secretary.
Who, Lumsden?
Kevin.
Secretary for what?
Well, it's if you're sorting out our car bills.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. That's why I was like, but this was a while ago, so I'm not sure. Let me have a look. Let me get my emails, phone back up, so I can actually read what you said. What he said. So the WhatsApp. Oh, for fuck's sake! I'm stuck on a boat at the moment. It said July 2022. Hi sir, forgot to bill you for the recovery of the police vehicle. Price is £25. Can I put through the invoice? I said yes, that's fine. Appreciate it. 22nd. He said, is GC2 with you? The 17th of November. I'm not listening in. I just need a quick 10-second chat with you when you're done. He was like, free for a meeting. I was like, yeah. Do you want me to come RAC? He was like, we'll come down to the station. It's X-Ray Tango 001, by the way.
Let me see if he's got his phone on.
No. He's saying he's here. He's saying en route, stuck on a boat. Lumsden. I thought I had Lumsden's number, but obviously I don't.
Stuck on a boat?
Yeah, just not gonna ask. Reese. Where's my R's? No, I don't have his number, so I need to get his number.
I don't think I've got it either.
I've noticed a lot of people have my number, but I don't have theirs.
Yeah, I know. I'm the same.
I don't understand why that is. Yo, Tabby coming in. Thank you very much. Hey, Big O, how we doing? Good to see you. Josh, good to see you as well.
Go ahead. I'm upstairs
Is something
with
fishy going on?
the
Spain 1-1. Wow, they come back in the end. Wow,
No worries,
they come
mate.
back. How about the Canadian header though? First few seconds of the game. Anyone watch that? What a banger that was. What else have we got? Cool, we'll just wait for them to come through. How are we all doing then, guys? How are we all doing? Davis, what a player, indeed. You missed my hydrate, Benji. Oh, apologies, sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead.
Evening, sir.
Evening, how are you doing?
Hello,
Not
mate.
too bad, are you?
Yeah, not bad, thank you.
Good.
Was it payday
am,
for everyone
buddy.
this weekend? Is it payday or is what we got this weekend? What has everyone been up to? We've been out and about. X-Ray Golf 005. How you doing, Josh? Good to see you.
Yeah, I know the gist, so we'll wait for you.
Northeast, welcome in.
Appreciate that. I know what it's about, Tom.
What's that?
They're stuck on a boat, and they
Right.
want to have a meeting with us. Yeah, no.
Sorry, they want to have a meeting with
They
us.
have a meeting with us. Yeah, I don't know.
I can step out if you need to have a private discussion.
No. I'm trying not to say too much to the rest of the world.
Fair enough.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Just a quick one. Arthur Bishop, I believe we spoke to you yesterday. There's some bail money due back to him, apparently.
I didn't find out who fucking bailed him.
He is in custody currently.
Oh, well, we'll keep that then.
He was. The bail was taken off, so he wasn't actually on bail. So he's not.
No, but is he going to be rebailed or what's
big
happening
that's
with
not
him?
good.
No, he's
That's
pretty
not
much
payday
back to right on
tomorrow
this.
for you. Nice.
Right.
28th, nice.
I mean, your S3 might need a bit of tea cut.
Oh, for goodness sake, what
Yeah,
did
I
he do?
get paid 4
He
weekly,
stole an
so mine
AIU
was a couple of weeks ago.
vehicle and took us on the world's longest police chase. and then tried to stab me and Opie.
And he wants his bail money back.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
Oh no, I forgot my PIN number for the bank.
Yeah.
I tell you
Oh,
what,
no, where is the
deal,
bank?
We'll deal with
Chucky
this
King,
one.
welcome
and then
in.
I'll
Thank you
just
very much for the
pop
follow. I
back
hope you're well.
Yeah, let him pop back when he's
Finish his time.
finished his time in the old prison.
Yes, no worries. I'll sort that, Rob.
Yeah. Cheers, mate.
Thanks, mate.
Let him bend in the flower pot, man.
You're the weed.
Fuck's sake. You're bobbing around with your fucking haircuts.
You love it. You wish you could pull off this haircut.
No, I really don't.
No, fair enough. Why do you always wear a hat? What's under there?
A lot of knowledge and power.
It's
Call
fair
him
enough.
back again. Call him back a sec.
Okay, hang on. I'll have to ring him.
Every Thursday is my payday, which isn't too. Oh, nice, wicked. Oh, nice. I used to get when I was in. I worked in a pub. I used to get paid every Friday, which was nice. That was quite cool. You always had money coming in.
Hi, Bill. Can you just come back a second, mate? Tom wants to see you. Cheers, Bill. Bye.
2 seconds. Let me see if I can. If I'm going to be able to do this in time. Excuse me. YouTube to MP3. Quick, come on. Sound plus. C top there.
Beautiful. That's fine. I think Butcher was going to update his part in the MDC, and I'll do mine afterwards. But yeah, good result.
Right.
Cheers, mate. I'll meet you downstairs. 76 months he got.
Lovely.
A guilty plea. No, didn't want the solicitor.
Nice. Right, do us a favour. Follow me. Right. One stand up on that side. One stand up on that side for me.
I don't want to earn $1,000 to $5,000 a day.
That's fine. 2 6. Yeah, sorry about that. Anyway.
What the hell was that?
Just hold on. Yep, 2 seconds. Let me just get it back out. 2 seconds. Yeah, sorry about that.
I don't know how I feel about this, if I'm completely honest.
Just making sure the weed was in the middle, that was all.
Yeah, okay, right. I see how that is.
Right, cool. Anyway, you're dismissed.
Yeah, I'm dismissed, wow. Yeah. Like, there's a box of fuck you under the table. Go grab that.
You know what? I should have just.
Alright, so it's
I should have got you to send that side there.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Expensive.
Twins, aren't we?
Yeah.
We're doing right. Right. Are you guys available for a meeting? It's quite a sensitive matter that we don't feel comfortable
take a seat
talking
on
about.
the couch.
We've had to.
That most certainly got thank you. Right, lads, how can we help?
Right, okay. You're gonna like, but you're also gonna know like what we're going to say.
We're gonna like it, or we're not gonna like it.
Yeah.
Correct. But now to make it clear, we're not leaving PD. We're not handing out badges. So let's just get that out there. Unfortunately, it's probably a more serious matter. Myself and Lumsden, we kind of start to see some, let's call it strange things happening around PD by a certain officer, also known as Daniel Yorkshire. We decided to start to keeping a closer eye on some of the activities that he was doing. We also had a few people come to us with some stuff that they were hearing, that they were seeing, and that they were experiencing themselves as well from Daniel Yorkshire and some of the stuff that he was doing that was maybe not PD worthy.
No worries, Josh.
What we're going to do is, as we speak about this stuff, we will also be sharing with you guys some body cam footage, vehicle dash cam footage, laptop footage, and evidence like that to obviously put the case together. But essentially what we are accusing Mr. Yorkshire as well as X-Ray Golf, Shane Jordan, is ultimately corruption, evidencing crimes, criminal threats. Anything else you can think of, London?
Corruption in the PD's been caught.
Trying to set someone up for a crime that they never done. Planting evidence on someone, a civilian, in the middle of a search. They didn't know that I was the officer on scene who searched him and he was clean. However, once we took him into the room and the laptop was running, it was clear that you could see Jordan behind him in his pockets. And then as I pulled away to take the suspect away from PD, he says to me, "Why the hell did he just try and slip an axe on the floor?"
Right, guys, before you continue, anything you say to us in this room will not leave this room. But obviously, what you're about to say is extremely serious accusations.
Yep.
And your safety will then become the utmost importance. Because if what you're about to say appears to be true, and you have evidence to back it up, it's possible that you two would be at risk.
Yep.
Okay, so I just want you to know, obviously, we need to know, but we don't want any harm to come to you. So you know the risks.
Yeah.
I'm sure you knew that when you signed on to PD.
Definitely.
But yeah, we just obviously, I'm sure Tom would agree, obviously our officer's safety is the utmost. And obviously, if it came to witnesses and stuff like that, keeping witnesses safe will become the utmost priority as well.
Absolutely.
So it first started when I was the first.
Could I just ask you for 2 seconds? Just have to bear with me 2 seconds, literally 1 minute, and I'll be back.
No worries.
No worries. Also, whilst we're here, if you are to check the PD emails, I have put in a couple of emails directly to both of you. Those emails contain all the bits of evidence that we need.
Is that direct to our personal emails?
Negative, so it's directly to the it's directly to the
ticket system.
Right.
Yeah,
where would that be? Sorry.
Yeah. So if you check the emergency services emails that we have within the tickets, you should see the email 0004. It's directed to Gold Command only. Also, Mr. Yorkshire, I just realised he can actually see that as well.
He can, yep. But
Can you go, Robin?
Fine.
Yeah.
Just to make you aware before we go any further, all the evidence there has been approved to be used by Gov.
Great.
It's been approved to use it, so all good. Everything's double checked, and obviously there's no wrongdoing with the evidence that we've gathered.
And just so you know, both our body cams are running, so everything you say this evening will be documented.
Yep.
And we will immediately, the four of us will leave and we will go and secure this body cam evidence.
Yes, sir.
Yep,
there's also someone else that I would like to invite to this room. I think that their side
That
of
would
the
be
story
who?
is extremely... Yep, so one of the people that helped us to get this evidence, I think that their life was interrupted in City due to some of this corruption from Yorkshire. Unfortunately, someone that had to be very, very careful, had to run away several times, can't have a normal job. And I think that hearing the story from this person directly, especially when it comes to planting evidence, when it came to trying to kill him, he was able to get away several times. But I think that his side of the story is very important for this case, because obviously it won't just be my word and Lumsden's word. Some of this evidence was obtained thanks to this other person. So with your permission, it will be Cosney King, sir. I have warned him that if we were to bring him up here, he needs to be on his best behavior. He has promised us that he would be in his best behavior. But I just think that he'll be able to give more context. And
He,
maybe...
obviously not being a PD officer, would have to be interviewed. So that's the way that would be done. To gather his evidence, it would be done under an interview. Voluntary.
We can do that already.
You have already, and you've got all of that documented, yeah?
Yes, sir. but
that's fine as long as he's happy. The difficulty we've got is he's a criminal, so when it goes to court, his character may be brought under scrutiny. Now, that's not necessarily a plus or a minus. If he's happy to give evidence, because inevitably this, I think, will go to court.
Yes.
Even if he's dismissed from the police, it would still, the actual thing is a criminal offence. So if you've already interviewed him under caution, not under caution, sorry, voluntarily interviewed him, sorry, I'm getting him and the other gentleman mixed up, then that is what we need. We need his evidence documented. Then we would have to watch that. And if we feel another interview with Cosney King is appropriate, then we would obviously do that. But for this meeting, we'll keep it to officers. And then we will review the evidence that you've taken. I'm sure we'll have more questions
at the moment, so
because there's going to be millions.
I'm having to go back and forth. Sorry about that, guys.
And then we will take it from there. But like I say, his character, depending on how far it goes, his character may be a detraction from the case.
The only other thing I would say about this is obviously, and this is from, it's going to be a strange one. This is from other extra golf units asking me, even though he's not in RPU. Obviously, about this Shane Jordan. Now, I had
Hopefully,
one come up
Daniel.
to me the other
Hopefully,
day
buddy.
and say, who is he? I've never actually met him. I said, well, he's actually got 4. He's an inspector for ARU. And he says, right, well, I don't actually see him do a lot because he's never in MDTs. He's never in stuff like that.
She loves her
He
daddy.
never files paperwork, stuff like that.
Whenever she gets ill, she always,
And the
daddy,
question
daddy,
of,
daddy.
how is he at an inspector level when I'm working my arse off? I understand I'm new to ARU, but that's fine. But if he's not been in MDT for the last 3 weeks since they've been in ARU, I don't understand how he's at an inspector level.
Yeah, that's something me and Tom need to address. Right, lay it on us. Just go for it.
Yeah, go for it. My body cam will be rolling constantly. But obviously, if I might not be present at some times, but I've got something going on, but I've got body cam.
I've also stated that we will immediately secure our body cams after this interview.
Yeah, no worries. There was, and so there's one I don't think you actually know about. Well, saying that.
So you keep your secrets from me. Okay.
We'll try my best not to, lad. Obviously, I think GC1 remember it. Understand you're a very busy man, so you might not, it might have slipped your mind. But there was one time I presented some proof to yourself about Yorkshire when I was trial for X-Ray Tango 2 for saying that I had a hit list on a Jeff. I don't know if you remember about that.
Yeah.
I sent you the body cam. There was obviously that evidence there as to why a PD officer would even ever want to dream of having a hit list.
Yeah, that was in Angelico PD.
Yeah. As Jeff was leaving, he heard him
Hey,
say
Holly.
Yorkshire was in the car next to him.
Hey, Holly, how
and
you doing?
says
Welcome
he's
in.
next to my hit list. Now we got that on body cam. He sent it over to me. The whole thing really started because we started to witness one day, and there's body cam footage of it from myself. NHS dropped me off, and I seen Tim and Ted obviously coming out of PD and getting into their vehicle and driving off. They drove off quite slowly. As I was going in the gates, Yorkshire was in the undercover. Is it the S5? The Chief Inspector S5 black one.
DJ God,
RS5
welcome in as well.
whatever it
Thank you for the follow. Hope
beeping his horn dramatically right up to them. I then go away. I come back and get an off-roader. And when I come back, he's seen running back instead of driving back in a car. 10 minutes later on a scene, Tim and Ted are seen in the same vehicle that he was just driving towards them in and then running back on foot.
Welcome in. Sean G, how are you doing?
Yeah, I've just watched this body cam as you're speaking. I'm just near the end of it now. Yeah, I'm just
not all crims watch not have body cam.
Your body cam.
What normally happens is with crims body cam, it's like dash cam. They turn around and say, cars will have dash cams running.
Yeah, you
for criminals to have body cam, they'd need to either prove that they're wearing a body cam or they have their phone out. That's the way the city
you jump
works.
into the off-roader, you drive towards the gate.
As long as you are accepted into the city,
I'm not saying
then
they
it doesn't
didn't
matter.
steal a
You can be
vehicle,
accepted
but
into
I'm
the police
just saying
force.
It looks a bit
You just have to be in the
strange
city.
as to well, he's drove directly at them, beeping his horn
Did
dramatically.
I get that footage as well? Sorry, did you send me the footage as well?
I can see
If you look in
Yes,
ticket
please.
0004
Can you utilise
Tom,
your brand new ticket system, Tom?
in emails.
Yeah, I'm looking now. Hold on.
Yeah.
No, the only reason I say that is because obviously there's other
I know
people
what
in there
you're
as
about
well.
Yeah, I know.
Just
yeah.
there is someone walking about. I don't know if they can hear us, but
No, I think he means in that emails you've CC'd in somebody. Do you see what I mean?
right. Okay. Yeah, I get what you're saying. Your footsteps in the hall. Very distracting. What's the second one that we've got?
Oh, which one are we talking about? The second one or?
The first one. So this is where I assume Yorkshire's giving cars out to civilians.
No worries. Let me have a look.
Are you showing the one with where he Ted and Tim go to the side, and he then pulls out a black?
Nah, he said he was gonna come down chimney, bottom chimney
from
window.
PD, and then he kind of walks back. So obviously, we then end up chasing that vehicle moments later.
He said, do you want to get him a sack or give him sack one of them? I don't know. I was a bit confused when he said it.
Help or
what are you doing with him?
It's just
I don't know if it's handing into you boys or do we deal with ourselves?
Stuff like that. Obviously, there's personal problems I don't understand, but there's just
Technically, we should.
Like,
You should hand him in.
Understanding maybe close friends, but it just seems like, and as
Should
well
we
as
hand him
Chief
in?
Inspector Duff told me, sometimes he's
Yeah,
never
you should
been
hand him in.
accepted either
Wink,
for-
wink. You
for
should
the
hand him in.
PRU either, or
Okay, well, if you
anything
insist,
like that.
I'll hand him in.
So I don't want to make false accusations, but obviously, as we all know,
Okay,
at least
bye.
Yorkshire has deep connections with the Alliance gang. Obviously, he's got family relatives that are part of the Alliance, quite high up in the Alliance. Tim and Ted, as we know, always get away with any crime as long as Yorkshire is around. And that is something that also triggered our interest in Yorkshire, was seeing all of this going on every time he was around. So
I've just reviewed all the evidence. You say it's been passed, yeah?
yes, sir. So we took this first to make sure that we could
Okay.
use all of it.
So
We
obviously the
also have
ones-
approval.
Yeah, that's fine. I was just checking because obviously some of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
See the
Yes,
one
obviously-
with the Volvo cars. So obviously that's the dash cam footage from inside the vehicle. So
I mean, the one where the hatchet was passed across is the one that I'd be
I've
like.
seen it, he's doing me a favour.
Do you know what I mean?
so-
Get me out of here.
about that as well. But,
Yeah.
Gov
But with
said
that
if
one,
we-
yeah.
I'm
So with
just-
that one there,
just reviewing the
obviously,
footage myself.
given the reasons as to why we had
Cal, welcome in. Thank you for following.
No, he's not doing you favours. Tell him to go take you to the graveyard.
Why are you gonna why are you gonna fucking why are you gonna fucking kill me for?
Because you tried to fiddle with a teddy and then you
didn't-
tried to get Tommy Chimney as a Santa Claus.
Tim, you know I didn't even fucking do that.
We have additional evidence to
Sure enough.
back up.
You can't just kill me because you fucking kidnapped me.
That has to be passed on. The reason we believe this was done was
Ted in the
because
car,
I'm not sure if you all remember, but the story was that Peter Dribble, now known as Cosme King, he was the one that took Tim and Ted hostage and kidnapped them, and also stole the PD vehicle.
I reckon we make him work for us.
In that
you can see from-
instance,
Yes, sir.
sorry. In that instance, did Mr. King hand over the hatchet to Lumsden? You were present then.
No. So it was what was accused of him was that he was holding a knife to Tim and Ted while they drove the
Yeah.
car. On scene, I searched him and he was completely clean. He had nothing on him. I searched him and I double checked. He had nothing on him. So as I've turned around to put my latex gloves on, in case anything fell
police
out during the
corruption
cavity search,
has been
obviously I would then
exposed.
pick it up. Jordan has
Yorkshire.
placed himself right behind him. Jordan at the time didn't know that I was the searching officer on scene. he didn't know that I've already searched him. So
Now, what I mean is, obviously, you can see Shane pass him the hatchet.
I'm just on part 3, by the way.
Did he then voluntarily go, this is what's happened, here you go, and hand you guys
Well,
over
no, they
it?
clearly don't want me there. Right, what do you want me to do? What sort of work?
Anytime we fucking phone you, you pick up the phone and you say, yeah, no problem.
Right, okay. Give me your numbers. I've got yours, Ted. Tim, I need your number.
What he said to me was, I don't know why.
Can you untie me, please?
A hatchet. I can't fit a hatchet in my pocket, and I'm standing there in my boxers. I can't. It's got nowhere to go. So that's how.
I've just risked my freedom for you, so you've got to do it first now.
How did you risk
so he
your
has
freedom
handed it
for
back.
me?
Basically, I want to know that he hasn't then concealed it, left the.
No.
Do you see what I mean? He's immediately gone. Here you go.
I will get rid.
So it
I'll
happened
take it
straight
down
away.
to the docks.
I believe that's when Lumsden kind of
Okay,
cropped
well, if
onto it, which is why we then went back to get that footage from the laptop to double check that it wasn't just hearsay from Peter Dribble. And that's when we kind of just saw the officer in question pass over the hatchet to make him look guilty for the fact that he didn't have any knives on him to hold Tim and Ted hostage. But if you also look at the previous footage inside the vehicle,
Hello?
it's clear that obviously
I've got something very, very important for you.
Now, granted, it did seem like it was like a bit of a playful thing. It didn't seem like it was a
Right, this is. I haven't got much time, and I've got.
you know what they're like.
I'm in a police
It's a
car
little scallywag,
who takes me into people,
They're just trying to have fun.
and you need to take this dash cam footage out.
Obviously, when you're trying to say that someone is
But
going to stop
I do not want to go to prison.
and things like that, those types of accusations can get someone killed.
Yeah.
Because of those accusations, I believe that Mr. Peter Dribble had to change his name in City because he was being looked after by the Alliance. They were trying to look for him to have his head. Basically.
We'll get the dash cam.
Those accusations were quite severe. And,
Well,
when we
you don't.
combined those
You ever done a squat check? You don't do it in a bed, mate. You do it stood up.
Yeah, I'm trying to make you comfortable first before you just have to get checked up.
I'm not very comfortable, mate. You ain't sticking a fucking finger up there, sir.
We kind of see,
No. Not like that. It's in case something does fall.
Shane, go with
Don't
him,
get the evidence.
and that's when we
Why is he just giving me a hatchet?
we believe that was to try and incriminate.
Why is he just giving me a?
How do I do this?
Get away with nothing.
Why is he just giving me a hatchet?
Goes to prison.
Couple of coughs.
Right, you ready? We'll get the dash cam.
He ended up being in cells for a long time, and then he came upstairs. There was an interview. He did get away free, granted, because there was no evidence.
Yeah.
But Lumsden was talking to me about this, and he mentioned that they were both very surprised when they asked Lumsden what did he have on him. Lumsden said he had nothing, and they asked him, "Are you sure?" So they were expecting us to obviously find.
Basically, they brought forward that there's two corrupt
Lumsden had
officers in the
already been
police force, a Yorkshire.
Right, okay.
I just
and
want
a
to make this
Shane,
clear. We're not doing this
and
for
they're
any
just
kind
finding
of
that out.
recognition. We're not doing this for any kind of promotion or anything like that.
So
We're strictly doing this
the
because
person
we're against corruption.
that you see in the clip,
We've
sent
heard
name
rumours
clips
since we've
to
been on
the
duty
officers,
of bringing people
to
in and
use,
saying, "Oh well, at least used to."
and it's been cleared by Gov apparently.
Like so we thought.
But that clip we just seen then, I don't like.
Anyone, but
The rest of them we can
stuff
go with.
that's happened to people who've tried to investigate
say that.
corruption,
Yeah.
and we don't want to be part of that. So I thought, right, this time we'll keep this between us. We'll not tell CID. We'll not tell no one. Me and you will investigate this.
Thing is,
ourselves,
Yorkshire, we've got to
and we
bring
feel
it
we've
to
got
the
enough
table and
to
find out
go
if he's
and-
given the
and
dash cam.
see
So
what we
the
think about it.
the ones with the
Yeah.
dash cam in the car, fine. The other one is a little.
No, I mean, me and Tom are against corruption. Everyone gets accused of it, point to point, stuff like
the
that.
clips, yeah. Apparently the clips
but
have been sent.
obviously,
have been cleared by Gov. But
there's always been rumours.
I just looked at the clips. The dashcam footage ones is passable. The officer handing something over to the suspect, I don't think we can accept. If I'm going to be honest, whether it's passed by Gov or not, the where you're going to get the camera footage, I don't think we will accept. However, obviously you searched him before you got into the room and after, and obviously he's found that only one other person, so that put him in the picture, no problem. But in terms of the clip, there's two laptops in the room. Neither laptops would be running CCTV constantly, etc. They're laptops for obviously purposes of medical reasons, etc. To say that we can use a camera from that is just very, very odd, and I don't like it, if I'm honest. However, that's the only thing that we can
what
go
I
in
queried as well.
Which the only way we can go with it is obviously you were in the room, Lumsden. You searched them before and after, and the only person that come into contact is that is Shane. So you know, we can question how it got on him, no problem. But in terms of using that footage, we won't be able to use it, or I certainly won't use it.
Yeah,
But we
That's
can use a
understandable.
reliable
Obviously-
witness statement from you, Lumsden, on that.
Yeah. Okay.
So just to be clear on that scene, the CCTV, as we mentioned when we started speaking about this, it wasn't running 24/7. Lumsden went into the room to turn the laptop on.
Where did he?
And we mentioned the.
Where did that?
Yeah. So
show that.
So if you see it early on in the clip, you'll see that Lumsden approaches the laptop. That's when we kind of just put it on record at that point.
He approached that area to put gloves on, as seen. It says puts gloves on. Never. It doesn't say turns on laptop.
Understandable. We're happy to drop that one.
It's not dropping it. It's just we want to be.
Of course, I completely understand. I think
When we
obviously
go
that's
to
extremely
court with
clear.
this,
How you doing,
we
Lo?
don't
Good
want
to see ya.
it to be.
You could have passed him anything. That's why I said the CCTV in the room is
a witness statement from
not available.
a chief
That's why I said I'm not
inspector
using it.
goes a long way.
I can
And you
use the
can't
clips
lie
in the
under
dash
off to the
cam off
court
the police
anyway.
car, because at the end of the day,
So, and if you're
police
found
cars
lying
will have
under
dash cam
oath,
running
you'd be fired
24/7.
for the police, and that would make
But
the whole
not
thing
off the
redundant.
laptop.
So, you're a reliable witness. That's where I go back to the whole
We'll
Mr.
have to
King thing.
investigate it,
Reliable
Michael,
witness
at
with
the end of
good
the day.
character is worth 10.
Hey,
An
look, Harry, good to see
unreliable
ya.
witness with bad character can detract. Do you see what I mean? Well, it's not. We won't use any of it from him, and we will ask him to present as a witness.
Be back in 2 seconds,
We
guys.
just have to obviously be on the table and cards on the table and go. You know, if I brought in somebody who just killed a police officer, and they come in and they go, "Oh, this person's corrupt. I want to make a statement." You're going to go, But it's only the evidence is damning there. You searched it beforehand, nothing. You're in a secure environment as a station, and you have one person enter a room, and then he leaves with a hatchet. It doesn't matter whether you've got, and I'm assuming you have the hatchet in evidence.
Yep, send one of the evidence.
There you
and
go.
we'll get the thing.
So it's overwhelming, that piece anyway. So
Yeah, that's fine. Obviously, all evidence that you see from dashcam footage and things like that,
Yeah.
it was retrieved by myself on one of them specifically. The last bits of evidence, you see myself going into the pier, getting the footage out of the vehicle, and then obviously impounding the vehicle and bringing in Mr. Peter Dribble to custody, who came willingly. All he asked was that we make sure that footage gets to GC1's eyes.
The one that strikes out to me the most is the one where they bring Dribble, Tim and Ted are in a police car.
Mhm.
They come to the gate, Yorkshire's there. So obviously, there you go, there's number one, Tim and Ted are driving a police car.
Mhm.
So that's a no-no. They've got a suspect in the back of the car. Yorkshire then tells them, well, technically, you should be bringing them in here. And then as they drive in to bring them in, he says, take them in the police station, wink, wink.
right.
Which...
And
is a-
as
is a
Tim and
huge
Ted
no.
are driving into PD, he says, "I said wink, wink," and they were like, "Right, received. We have to."
So the reason we were able to capture that one is because Mr. King played it very, very safe. So at the end, you can see one of the clips, he managed to convince Tim and Ted that he'll take the vehicle back so that they don't get in trouble for it. That is when King contacted Enzo and says, look, I've got this PD car here. It's been running dash cam the whole time from the minute we're at the gate. It's
Mhm.
got all this evidence on it. Come and get this now before someone sees me in it. Or
Mm.
it gets taken off me. But all that dash cam evidence was in there. He played that very smart for us to be able to obtain that evidence.
Yeah, and obviously, once again, he was outside of the gate. Once again, Yorkshire did not contact any PD. He stopped talking whenever PD was around to make sure that they weren't alarmed that Mr. Dribble was in the boot of the car or in the back of the car. He then does not ask Tim and Ted to get out of the PD vehicle. He allows them to continue to drive the PD vehicle. It was all no-nos. And of course, like I say, it's the fact that he clearly states to them, not states, that's probably a strong word, but he clearly implies to get him out of here. And from Tim and Ted's words is, put him in the grave, i.e. kill him. Tim
Right.
and Ted decided, you know what, we're not going to kill you.
Apologies,
You're
guys.
going to owe us a favor.
I've got a really sick daughter who wants her
and
daddy
that's
all the time.
potentially where they may have gone wrong. It's
I might
obviously
have to,
allowing,
see how we go.
thankfully allowing Mr. Cosney King to survive that. But it is very clear that, Yorkshire had no intentions of allowing PD to catch a wanted criminal. At the time, he was wanted for suspicion of kidnapping an officer. So, that was quite serious. Yorkshire was fully aware of that. He's fully aware of why we wanted him, and yet he decided to let him not go inside the PD to be brought to justice. Instead, he wanted him to. Obviously, we have no evidence of Yorkshire saying to kill him, but certainly to get him out of here, and allowed Tim and Ted to continue to drive his vehicle.
There was one thing that I found very strange as well, and unfortunately, due to how strange it is, the evidence has now been destroyed. We were on scene one time, all of PD were on scene, I got shots fired. Tim and Ted were on scene, they were in the back of a CID vehicle. Mr. HP was there, he claimed Tim and Ted both assaulted him. They then took him to the side. I took Ted to the side, asked him what happened. Yorkshire came over and took Ted away from me to speak to him. Just said, Ted, come here. Ted walked over in the middle of my conversation. 10 minutes after the conversation, Mr. HP approached me and says to me, "You'll never believe what." I said, "What?" He said, "As I'm a lawyer, I've got obligation to run dash cam, and I leave it running all the time in my vest." I said, "That's brilliant." He said, "He's just took my dash cam off me to see the evidence of Ted hitting me, and he's deleted it off my dash cam." I took a statement from him at that moment in time. He then came back to me a week later, and 3 days later, and says, "I would like to withdraw my statement." So therefore, I had to delete my. I had to delete the.
But you didn't have to delete it. He can withdraw his statement, and you can still lay evidence on file. We will need to get HP in for interview then.
Yeah. A final point as well is obviously the longer dashcam footage from the gentleman's dashcam that he had on his motorbike, as well as my dashcam from my vehicle, my S3, where we have Yorkshire making criminal threats to someone who is presenting no danger. He has no weapons in his hand. All he's trying to do is ask Yorkshire why his friend is being arrested. Yorkshire is then saying to them, "I'm going to shoot you in the head."
No, not every discipline. It depends on the situation.
As well.
Depends on the situation.
Which could obviously lead to someone being killed, essentially. And as you can see from the footage as well, there is one bit where Yorkshire is heard saying, "Good, detain Ted," when he detains one of the people that was there. Again, that is not a lawful detainment.
Chris Shields, welcome in. Thank you very much for following. Peachy Cass as well.
He should never had that authorization from Yorkshire. At that point, you might be able to hear me say, "Hold on a minute, did we not just fire Joshua Allen for doing something of the sort of allowing, non-PD officers to do PD business?" At which point she said, "Me and you were going to have a chat after this." That chat never happened. I'm shocked that I'm still here, to be honest. That's also, that was a big. That's when my eyes fully focused on Yorkshire and his activities. There were several days where I went off duty for half an hour or so just to prance around following him to see what he was doing, and obviously the way that he was speaking to people. He spent a lot of time in the community centre, just not doing a lot, to be honest. But to be fair, if I'm honest, he doesn't seem to do a lot regardless. Whenever he's in PD, we don't really see him on MDTs. We don't see him making arrests.
Yeah.
So we understand, obviously, this is a bit of a shock. Potentially. I don't really know if it is a shock, but understand you maybe weren't prepared for this kind of a meeting. Yeah. I understand you maybe weren't prepared for this meeting. We hope that the evidence we have is going to be good enough, because at the end of the day, corruption needs kept out.
How's it going, Chris Shields? Welcome in.
Starting to hear more and more names for corruption when I'm arresting people, and it's about time something happened.
And obviously, as we know, the word on the street has always been GC1 is corrupt, GC2 is corrupt.
Yeah, I mean, crims will always accuse us.
Definitely. They'll accuse everybody.
The higher you go in the police, the more corrupt you are, apparently.
Definitely.
True, but I think we can all agree that the biggest name that we've heard throughout the years and throughout the last few months has been Yorkshire is corrupt.
Yeah.
There's been people that have been willing to die to prove that he was corrupt from other gangs. People that have specifically hunted Yorkshire from other gangs. Those people have never been able to catch Yorkshire, which we've always found strange, given the fact that Yorkshire is usually on his own without any other PD backup. And if he is with someone, it's usually that Shane Jordan lad. So we've always found it weird that he was never able to be caught. We have heard rumors of obviously some of those people being taken hostage and obviously executed by the Alliance, but obviously that's hearsay at the moment in time because we have no proper evidence of that. But when you consider the family affiliation that Yorkshire has to this gang, the fact that he hangs around with this gang. We also know that Tim and Ted hang around with this gang, again, family affiliations. It all seems to link very, very closely.
Okay.
Hmm.
Tom?
Yeah, just bear with me a second. I'm just thinking.
Yeah, obviously myself and Lumsden, we are fully aware that our lives will be at risk after this. But at the end of the day, the reason why I've joined PD is to keep the streets clean. Obviously, I lost my child due to crime in this city. And I have
Lots
no
of things going through my head
intentions
at the moment.
of,
I
letting
just need
someone
to
else
get
lose a loved one.
confirmation from the owner regarding the clips. You know, we're not allowed to technically use. Sorry, I'm just still thinking. 2 minutes.
That's fine.
We're technically not allowed to use third-party clips. You can't just go and take someone else's clip. But what we're saying is someone has got their clip, brought it to us and said, look, this is what I've witnessed. Here's my point of view of it, or here's the dash cam footage of it. So just getting that sorted up now. Apparently, it's been cleared by government. How true is that? Not sure. Just waiting to get confirmation on that side of things. But either way, we'll continue with it and then deal with it after. Perfect. So obviously, yeah, lot to take in, lot to go through with the body cam, of my body cam, sorry, to get it all in the system. What we'll do, we'll document it into the system now, get it all updated in the system, then Robbie and I will talk exactly where we go from here.
Yeah, fantastic. That's fine. If you do need to speak to any of the people involved in those incidents, obviously one of them.
Yeah, I
as you
can
know,
hear
is
smashing
Cosmic
glass. I
King.
don't know what that is.
The other one is a gentleman called Jordan Simmons, who is the gentleman in the clip in the desert where he is obviously rammed and threatened to kill, etc. He's the gentleman that provided that evidence to myself. Obviously, some of the evidence is from IS3, so that evidence is counted for by me.
Perfect.
Real. Before you go, can you guys just step up to me and just give me your numbers? Because we were trying to ring you earlier.
Yeah,
and I'll give you
me as
mine.
well.
For some reason, we don't have your numbers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
you were originally in RAC and
There
looked
you
at the
go.
things, and it was
Push one.
previous conversation in RAC.
So we
I was
come down to RAC and I'll pay my bill for me.
Here, your bit literally was. I'm gonna read it to you now, so you get the exact gist. It goes along the lines of, "Hi sir, forgot to bill you for the recovery of the police vehicle. Price is £25. Can I put the invoice through?" That was on the 23rd of July, and I was like, "Yeah, that's fine." And you said, "Appreciate it." And then like later on, you said, "Is GT2 with you? I'm not listening in. Just need a quick 10-second chat with you when you're done." And then today, you free for a meeting? I was like, "Yeah, you want me to come to RAC?" I got no previous recollection of you, so that's why I was like,
do me a favour, jump
who
on
is
your
this guy?
invoices. Go on your invoices.
Yeah, hold on, let me.
I bet you still not paid that £25.
And then you said you were stuck on a boat, and we were like, "What is going on?"
We're at a party.
In fact,
So,
I have got.
we were at a hen party.
In fact, I've got
we were asked to be male strippers.
£25 RAC bill.
No, I've got £4,250.
That is
RAC bill.
ridiculous. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Tim's pocket money. What the fuck?
Yeah, I think you should pay that, sir.
He can come ask me for that. I don't know what the
I'm not too sure if any of you are a help, but we currently got a flying car outside of PD.
yeah, he needs to get out. He needs to get out of the vehicle.
I've tried, and they've seem to be flying all over the place.
Right.
It's a new one. Today's the day for new things.
Yeah.
Yeah. it seems like
Rowie,
the
carry
car's
me a
getting-
second, please, mate.
Yeah.
I've got a sick child.
Oh.
So the thing is, if they've come to us saying that it's Gov that's been cleared it, that's why I'm like, right, okay. The only what in question is this clip here.
It was flying all over the gap.
Where he turns around and says,
"Let me go see if it's still out there." Do we know if that flying car's
Important for you.
Okay, just give me a second. I've just got one of your friends.
So this is Enzo, who's in the
Right, this is.
meeting.
I haven't got much time, and I've got it now.
Okay, you're free to go, mate. Do you want to come to?
No, I can't. So listen to me. Listen to me now.
Okay.
I'm in a police car with dash
so
cam
apparently it flew
of
if someone got it
Yorkshire
out from
telling
PD,
Ted and
it
Tim
flew all the way
to
over there.
take me into PD. Wink, wink, wink. You need to come and arrest me,
Yeah.
and you need to take this dash cam footage out. But I do not want to go to prison for this, mate.
So there you go. So he's asking for that dash cam of that car there. He's in it the whole time. So his dash cam, technically the car's dash cam, he's wanting to use that as a clip. See what the government say about it. I'll be back in 2 seconds, guys. I might have to end stream if I keep going off like this. Unfair on me to keep leaving her like this, and obviously unfair for you guys to see me in and out, But if you're happy to sit here, then you know what it is.
Back to PD
back in 2 minutes.
as soon as reasonably possible. I enjoy that.
Cool. Sorry about that, guys. So, hello. Sorry about that.
Okay, so I've just done this. If you want to,
yeah. No worries.
just so that it's all uploaded to the secure. Can we get you and Smith down to PD, please? Cheers, Bill. But it's
Brilliant.
But it's not AstraZeneca.
Secures data to locked file. Cool. I agree with the body.
I've called Smith and Billingham down, just so that we can say that I believe our lives are probably on the edge now. Less so now we've uploaded it all, but what do you want to do?
So essentially, I think this needs some background work on it, if I'm going to be honest with you. Just from our police guidelines.
Yeah.
Obviously, I was not too happy with the clip in the station.
No.
Which is fine. The dashcam footage, personally, has been done in the correct manner in terms of part 4 shows the person getting it uploaded or being transferred across to the officer. So, yeah, that's the part that I'm sort of happy with. I don't believe the mayor's too happy with it. I think something's already been said. So we'll obviously speak and update with them as and when we can. But ultimately, yeah, I'm quite happy with the dash cam of the car. And the fact it is in a police car as well. If it was in a normal civilian car, then I'll maybe see where they're coming from. But because it's in a police car which has dash cam running 24/7, it's a little bit like, well, you know, everything else has got to be obviously on the police officer's dash cam, or sorry, of their body cam.
Yeah.
But other than that, yeah, we're all good. We'll see how we get on in tonight. I'm obviously in and out a little bit, but we'll see how we get on.
Yeah. Everything all good?
Yeah, all good. Just yeah, just wife keeps calling me saying that little one's got a temperature at home, so
Right.
yeah, we got to.
Well, fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed, mate. Let's go out there and.
I've just called Billingham and Smith back just to update them on what's happened because obviously they are CID. So
Yeah, no worries. We'll jump in a car and then we'll
jump
drive.
in a car with them.
Hello.
Sweet, let's get on patrol, baby. Ugh. Sweet. Blood Orange Gang, let's
I'm
go.
not sure where they are.
Yeah, we'll see what they're on the radio then.
Where are you, mate? Postcode?
I can't quite see at the moment.
State 5.
State 5.
Where is it?
North Sonora Freeway,
it's
next to the
not
prison.
Wicked, let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, so we'll see how we get on. See how we get on.
Yeah.
I think my point of view is obviously if the dash cam footage that was obviously being presented was not shown to be handed over to the officer and it's just taken, then 100% it's like, no, you can't be using that. But the fact that it was sort of, you know, presented in the way of, look, officer, that something's going on here, I need you to take the dash cam out of this car immediately. I feel like that's a plausible route to go down.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think what the mayor's protecting is the fact that anyone just pull out some camera footage out their arse.
Yeah, you've got to have an actual camera. You can't just be saying, I've got one hidden in my bag, or
no, of course,
there's one in this chain, or...
But, you know, having a camera in a police car is very plausible, but it's not only that, it's the fact of, no, don't think about it. Don't think about it, officer.
Don't do that.
No, they're just a roadside.
Oh, they're on the road, okay. I thought he was going to drop down into... Right, let's have a look.
Why is your car down here and you're up here?
No, we're out on the streets, Scottish. We're on the streets.
Nothing, and
Where
then
the fuck's
something
Opie? I can hear him.
Something dropped out the sky.
He's
if you
here,
know what I
mate.
mean.
Right.
It's getting warmer.
So I'm
I can't
very
see him.
sore.
Ah, there he is.
Quite sore.
You're quite sore. Shitty liver, how are you?
Come on.
I'm a little bit sore, but I have my seatbelt on.
Why is it so laggy?
NHSPD.
And it just
Go ahead.
go for it.
John Wayne is asking for assistance by NHS, but I'm currently a bit swamped. I was going to his location, but I saw a guy literally on the floor when I was going to his location, and I didn't want to leave him, you know, and I'm getting like 6,
whose
7
dodges
calls
they
here.
come? Whose dodges they come?
You
Who's
just take
talking
over,
to?
we'll have a sit down.
Yeah, tired.
Sorry, what's that, mate? What do you want us to do? Where is it? He should be.
Oh, be careful where you're putting your hands,
Great
Jesse,
Ocean
one.
Freeway, Pacific.
He's fine.
Bluffs.
Stinks.
Sorry,
but he's fine.
would you like me to take them to NHS? Because they
Yeah.
seem to be quite rammed.
Yeah, we'll take them down.
Great
there.
Ocean
If you
Freeway,
take
what
that
postal?
one, yeah, good choice.
Hang on.
That one?
Well, he just soiled himself.
Yeah, fair one.
440, but it looks like one of my paramedics are already there.
Should we
Thank
get
you. I'm
NHS
just
because Alex
that's
is
all.
coming?
'Cause
Yeah, yeah. No worries.
I'm getting like
Yes,
6, 7 calls here, and there's only like 3 or 4 of us in City.
Would you like me to put him in the vehicle?
Yes,
good,
please,
but-
mate, if you can, because I'm having a little bit of
Received.
an issue.
Heading back to dispatch.
Yeah, no.
NHS dispatch.
Alright, but just mind your head as I'm putting him in. How you like it?
Yeah, I'll do it.
Brilliant.
Do it now, yeah.
What's up, Wayne? Welfare check.
Just before you move, just let me send this dispatch to RAC.
Yeah, no worries.
Wayne, you alright?
There you go, that should have come through to you now. Thanks, guys.
Right. Continue. Yo, King, how are we doing? Good to see ya.
Hello, you
Just
both.
get rid
I've
of
not seen you
the,
tonight.
Mark.
Sorry,
What
mate?
server is this? This is Manchester Roleplay. If you do exclamation mark server, do you want to just get rid of the mark?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exclamation mark server, you'll get the ping to get into the Discord. Mr. Sticky, welcome in. Hope you're well. I just had to make sure I said that right.
Kilo 4 to any state 2 units or any available units.
Yeah, pass your message.
I've currently got 4 support officers that need checklists done, need sergeants or higher. Could I possibly get some units down so we can get these checklists and that sort of please?
Who's doing checklists?
Langley.
I don't think we had any PSSOs ready for checklists.
If we can get them on ride-alongs, obviously they're going to be checklists as of tomorrow onwards, aren't they?
Yeah, well, yeah. So just anyone really that's available, so you can just get the ropes and that sorted.
True, that's 21 going state 11. Have a good one.
Yeah, no worries. Is that a welfare check on John Wayne?
Yeah, we've tried to contact him, but we don't know why.
Check dispatch.
Dispatch, yeah, we got you. We're state 5 now. Langley, Langley, you receiving?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you get them in a riot van and bring them up to this location, please? And we'll try and
Yeah,
spread
no
them
worries.
out. Thank you. Oh, you want to go on the... thought we could do a cutout then, but...
Talking on radio.
Yep, you're right.
How are you both today?
Yeah, not bad. Good at the moment. Might be problems later.
Okay.
Just had a
What's
piece
the
of
postal
information
state
passed
zero?
to us.
Multiple
Okay.
PD and NHS down. There's a dispatch call for it.
We've had some
999.
evidence sent to us regarding a
It's up on the Great
Yorkshire.
Ocean Highway.
Postal 439.
About who?
439.
Yorkshire.
Charlie 4
Right,
plus
okay.
2 state
Good evening,
That's what we were going to talk to you and Billingham about.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, possible
this,
risk
Good,
to
mate, yourself?
corruption, yeah.
Keeping it in a ring sort of thing.
Yeah, definitely in a ring, and also protecting the people that gave us that information. Oh my goodness.
What is...
Right, guys, what's happened here?
From the PD call, mate, where the you had 3 PD officers DOA, but we got an emergency button from the AMBO on the way back to NHS.
Right, okay. No worries. And,
Yeah,
was
so
it
we
a car
obviously
crash?
flew up to assist. I believe so, yeah.
NHS to PD?
Not fully found out yet, as we've
Go
only just
ahead.
turned up on scene.
We've got a patient who's coming to Ward 8,
Okay, Tom.
Oliver
Thank you.
Smith. He's wearing
Sorry,
HMP prison clothing, and he has gunshot residue on his clothing.
Can you hold him there for us, please?
No problem. I will have him in the private room. I've just taken him
We've
for
got
an
to get to
MRI.
NHS.
It'll be the second room to the left at the back.
Received. We're en route now.
Received.
Charlie Kilo
So
50,
we have a guy
if you
who's just come
are
into
in
to
NHS still, would you be able to assist with that as well?
He has HMP prison uniform on, and he has
There's
gunshot
nothing
residue on
coming
his
through.
clothing.
Sierra Oscar 08 +1, currently state 5.
That's a
with a 999.
question. Has he gone to prison with gunshot residue on
Yeah,
him?
OP, mate.
Well, how?
nothing came
You
through
would,
your
you
Or
wouldn't
has
be
he got-
wearing that on there,
exactly.
would he? Yeah.
Maybe the markers sometimes do stay on.
Charlie
Let me have a look at his MDTs. See what's sent him
Extra
down and see
Tango
what they've done.
15 can be same traffic, don't we?
Yeah, see what he was arrested
Can
for
we get
originally.
this road closed off and get a single lane diversion, please?
Will Yorkshire go to
single
jail?
lane won't be
We've got to
possible here
investigate it. We need
because
to
there's only
find out
one lane.
exactly what's gone on. If
Anything
Yorkshire's proven that
NHS
obviously he's
responsible.
corrupt, etc., then of course you get sent to prison. Same with any officer that gets
sorry, bud.
done for corruption. But we have to go through, when it's officer corruption and stuff like that, we have to go through the principles as we do with everyone. Look at all the evidence, make sure the evidence is okay to use, stuff like that. It's very sketchy with the city when someone presents someone else's body cam, because with regards to like metagaming and stuff like that,
Last
you need to
time
be
we
very
had an
careful
encounter
because
with
some
him was the
people,
24th.
you know, you're
Right,
not allowed
so-
to just take that person that was dealing
He
with
was
the situation,
sentenced
take
for
his
possession
body
of
cam
offensive weapon and
and use it
attempted murder.
as your body cam,
Right,
because
so
that's
he's
obviously
definitely
classed
got-
as like metagaming.
Weird one then.
But if that person is given that information, if given that body cam over, and are peeing it out, then obviously it comes a bit
think
sticky. So we need to
maybe
just
might
find
have,
out exactly what the mayors
had
are
a
happy with.
bit of a
Apparently,
sleep, if you know what I mean.
it was
Yeah, but
approved by
even
Gov,
so.
so we have to, you know, have to speak about that one again. So
Oh,
impound that car because that'll get RAC down because that's.
Right, I'm not having that.
plaster.
See.
That's very green.
Lads, just go for interception for me.
Herbert, just do it halfway for now because the ambulance on my
whereabouts
right,
is he?
ambulance.
Oliver Smith.
Yeah, private room. Go to your
Yeah,
left through the Ward B door at the back. Ward C,
Yeah.
sorry. He's in the first door to your left-hand side.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
Obviously I've held him pending the results of his MRI, and I've not given him the results.
Yeah, no
There's
worries.
nothing wrong with him. He's come in with, I believe, a suspected hit to the back of the head. This door to your left, Robbie. This
First one, yeah.
First one, you're right, mate.
Which makes me just as bad. Well, the thing is, you have to.
Hello, mate.
At the end of the day, you have to watch
For God's
the
sake, like
RP.
I've just said, I literally have this outfit. I
This is
haven't
the-
broke out of prison. I
this
can't
isn't-
even break out of prison.
Okay. So you have come back for a positive G.
Positive what?
GSR.
You what?
And
gunshot
the thing is, you
residue.
have to,
So I'm
you
just
have to
gonna
go
quickly
through the
test
you
you
have
again,
to go
alright,
through
buddy?
the situation.
That's not that like.
I've sacked many officers for corruption of,
Hey,
and
no
I've
chance
sacked
I've
many
got
officers
GSR
for
on
different
me.
things. So ultimately, you have to just watch the RP.
Let's do this test quickly,
Don't
buddy.
make out stuff without even watching the full
And that's
situation.
returned
Yeah, London,
negative.
we can remove those cones. We only need the ones on this side.
Yeah, exactly. I've
So
got no
that's returned
GSR on me.
negative. So how have you got this outfit, buddy?
Hey, right. So
slow down.
basically, I hadn't got changed since I could break out of prison.
Right.
Right. But I got rearrested, so I just had the outfit.
There you go, just keep
Right.
it like that. There you go. Just keep
So
it like
obviously,
that.
I'm a bit of a tramp sometimes. I ain't got spare clothes at the minute.
So
I'm
you do know
struggling
you're
for
gonna
money.
attract a lot
Love
of
to see that.
attention
That is.
in and
Yes,
about
I
it.
know, and I tried to tell the guy
you,
that
mate.
I haven't got money to afford
Try
new
and get
clothes
that
at the
car
minute.
moving again.
Right.
Right, okay, I'll do that. We're back in
So
a minute,
it's
mate.
negative for G.
Yeah, no worries. Right, guys. My daughter is wanting me again. I'm gonna call it tonight. Just to make sure that obviously I look
Just
after.
leave him then, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. We need to get her to change, but
Yeah, we need to get
back in a minute.
change really, but I don't carry spare clothes.
I'm going to end it there tonight just because obviously my daughter, etc. I want to make sure I can keep coming in and out when needs be to be able to deal with it properly. I can't remember the other brother's name, but the main one was Daz. What were you talking about? Still only them two brothers. What do you mean by the brothers? Sure. How much evidence is enough? We'd have to look at all the evidence because at the end of the day, when I've got like the owners and stuff like that turning and saying I'm not sure the evidence is, you can't use that, then you can use that. There's lots of going on outside of the stream, guys. So I need to. That's why I'm looking at other monitors just to see what we can and can't use. People obviously watching and making sure, etc. So ultimately, maybe the Daz Kuza, the Kuza brothers, maybe something like that, possibly. But yeah, I'm gonna have to end it there, guys, because of obviously I've got to look after my daughter. So I will look forward to seeing you all again tomorrow night. I'm gonna hand you over. Let's see who's on Twitch. I'm gonna play some Warzone in a little while as well, but it's just so I don't have to keep getting on and off stream. It's unfair for you guys. It's unfair for me. Unfair for my daughter mainly, obviously. So what we'll do, we'll pass you over to Robbie, and then obviously he can continue it from there. You may still see me in Robbie's stream, but ultimately I've got to look after my daughter. So have a fantastic evening. Thank you so much for what's it called, for the thank you very much to Maxi for obviously gifting out the sub tonight. Appreciate that, and Dougie for giving out the bits. We'll look forward to seeing you tomorrow night, and have a good one. I am live for until Friday, so you have got me all week, unfortunately. But yeah, I will see you next time. Okay, guys.
You know, do you know what I mean? Because you don't know what you're going to walk into. So.
What, sorry?
Got the badge on their jumpers.
Yep.
Right, TikTok, same thing goes. How are we doing, Ronnie? Good to see you. I'm going to be heading over purely because, obviously, as I said, I will see you all tomorrow night, and hopefully join us in my Discord. Take care, guys.
Yeah, no worries.
So if you want to just remove them, we'll get you some spare clothes. It'll only be out of lost property, but we'll
Right, guys, go give Robbie a massive raid and say hello from me.